Yo, Cat with the 11 months. Let's go. Let's go. Let me pop that one up. Can we get some +2s for Cat? 1 month away from the upgraded shovel badge. Not even responding to me saying hi. Oh, also hello. Hey, what's up, Monarch? Frizja, T-Mans, Next Gen Games, Luna, Nikki. Okay, of course. Incretina. What's up, gamers? Oh, Tofu for 6 months. How to summon demon online tutorial free YouTube 2015. How y'all doing? I have finally become one with the stream. Awake at 4 a.m. because of a cold. Hey, welcome in. Hello, hello. G4 in 17. I was trying to figure out how to pronounce that. If the 4 is an A, like Gant, I guess. Hello, hello, Gant. Yeah, Tofu, I'm 5 months cooler than you. Hey, but 6 months is a lot. And I think that's the upgrade on the badge, right? That's why you got like the cool pink one. I dream for the day I get my game played by the infamous Shovel. Hey, who knows? Who knows? Loki, the best part of Saturday for me. Oh, thank you, Avalet. I appreciate that. Hello, Shovel. You must be very amazed to know that I'm learning music composition. I got bullied by Tofu. Oh, that's sick. That's sick. Yeah, I would love to spend more time with music, but yeah, just a lot of stuff to do and not so much time to do it. You know what I mean? Because I'm in another country, the sun isn't down by the time you stream. Nice, nice, nice. I love pink shovels. Wonderful. Yeah, I really like the badges. Pink is my favorite color. And so INSANDIO took care of commissioning some artists to do like the badges and emotes and stuff. And so she got like the shovel starting off with like a wooden handle and a silver blade, and then slowly evolving into like a bright pink magical, basically magical girl shovel. So, hey, Lizard, welcome in, Lizard. Good to see you. For some reason, YouTube decided to translate you saying hi into this. So, Lizard really do be saying this. Here because Discord being, hey, welcome in, Zardward. Hi, you are such an inspiration to me. Hey, I'm glad to hear that. If it gets you into making games, I'll take it. Emotes on YouTube aren't loading for me. It hates me, I think. Oh, what if I just like randomly click a bunch of the Isadora emotes just to flex on you then? Boom. Take that, cat. Yeah, lizard spotted. True. Oh, I can click on my own message to pop my emotes up. Yeah, let's go. Hey, welcome in, Elijah. Look at him bully me. You did not get bullied by me. I'm merely teaching you the basics, you incompetent fool. There's definitely some bullying at the end of that message, so. Oh, you really got me there. Nice. Yeah. So, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hey, Lyra. Welcome in, Lyra. Good to see you. Where's the photorealistic tofu? I've been hyper fixated on Pokemon Champions for like the past week. I got to Master Ball tier in like 30 games or something like that. It was very fast. But once I made it to Master Ball tier, I started trading wins and losses. So I haven't managed to climb very far. I'd love to make it to champion tier, which is like top 300 on the ladder, but hard to climb, especially I'm using a team I randomly put together. Did you hear about GD Studio? It sounds vaguely familiar. What's going on with GD Studio? Hold on. GD Studio. Oh yeah, I saw a link to this on like Reddit or something. But the comments were extremely negative, primarily because it's not open source, I think. So, glad I can catch today's stream. I work off because it's my country's anniversary or something. Oh, a fellow American, I see. Yeah, the 250th. I guess happy 4th of July to all those who celebrate. Oh, that reminds me, I have a great Insandio story that I should tell about the 4th of July. Oh, I thought I closed Discord. Am I still playing games from the Juniper Jam? I'm not gonna exclusively play games from the Jam this stream. But I do have, I think, at least one Juniper Jam game on the list that I might get to today. So I'm stuck on how to proceed with my game. I have basic movement, but there's several things I can do next. I don't know what should come next. So you should focus on making like a small little gameplay prototype so you can see how your game feels as a whole. And so whatever comes next in that formula, whether that's making mechanics to platform, if it's a platforming game, whether it's, you know, a combat system, if it's like an RPG or something, just like get the next thing in place, working towards that small prototype. Damn competitive Pokemon player. Yeah. Slop though. Yeah, I heard a lot of people speculating that it's probably AI stuff because the fact that it's not open source, although that's just speculation. The guy didn't claim that, right? The guy just said he didn't want to open source it because it's his passion project or something like that. But it's a Godot branch. Got it. I'm switching my game from Game Maker to Godot. Let's go. Godot, massive W. I mean, Game Maker's fun too, but I love Godot, so we take those. Am I gonna make it to champion tier? Hopefully, I would like to. Although I think this season ends in like 2 days or something, so I don't think I'll make it to champion tier this season. I'll just have to be happy with my like 18,000th on the ladder or whatever instead of top 300. Take that, but closed source vibe coded Godot fork that rose and fell and got canceled in like a 1-week arc. I see. We love campfire and Sandio stories. Yeah. Once I get caught up on chat, I'll have to tell that. Oh, a super chat from OK that just popped up. Was gonna finish IDDFF today. Been working all week, but had to cover a shift, so my disabled ass is sore and it's winter, so I finished up early. Hey, yeah, take it easy. Make sure you rest properly. But I know you want to finish it up. Yeah, and good luck with that. And also, everyone already hitting the +2. So, oh, and I just spotted Lusk with a +2. What's up, Lusk? Good to see you. And chat like the stream. Thank you, Lyra. But yeah. Okay. So what was I responding to? What's the story in your game? You're gonna have to play it to find out. Did you eat your government issued 4th of July glizzy? Not yet. Everybody cuddle together and put a marshmallow on the stick. True. One collective stick with dozens of marshmallows. I love glizzy. Thank you, Lyra. Hello, Aliwaba. Oh, wait, that's not how I say that. Aliwabi. I'm gonna hope I got that right. Hello, Ahmed. Stuck in trying to come up with ideas for a game phase. Yeah, that's a tough spot to be in, but that's one of the reasons I do like jams. The theme can get you in there. I was in the Discord and the creator did explicitly say they vibe coded it. Oh, okay, I see. Did they not read the room? It feels like something you would want to keep close to your chest. What makes a skill tree fun for an incremental game? For me, I really like when incremental games, it feels like I'm making decisions that are impacting my ability to generate things pretty quickly. And I like when the skills offer like, it feels like diverse builds going in a certain direction, and some of them seem stronger than others, so it feels like I'm making impactful decisions. And I also don't like to like wait around for a long time before my next upgrade, so keeping it like pretty on like a steady drip of upgrades so I can keep improving my build and improving my theoretical increases. So it's like, to me, I would want to make sure you're putting enough strategic diversity that it feels good to hit the upgrades. And then it also really depends on the type of gameplay for like the simulation part. Where's the Insandio story? I got the campfire ready, dude. I gotta get caught up on chat. I don't want to miss a whole bunch of messages. But by the way, just checking the final Solar Punk is on your list to play eventually. Just worried you missed it because you played the earlier build. I want to make sure on the list. Oh, good call out. Let me Solar Punk from Cat. Okay. Boom. Hello everyone. Hello Claire. Can everyone in chat say hello to Claire? Thank you. Let's get true. Nikki Doe, it do be like that. How you doing? Hey, Simple Soda. Play To the Moon. Oh, Claire with the 5 months. Thank you, Claire. The best game ever to showcase soon. Oh, Claire, you're about to drop for Showcase Saturday. Been looking forward to it. You talk a big game, so. Also, hello. Been busy with secret stuff. Ooh, secret stuff from Lusk. That's exciting. Is that to me, Claire? That's so sweet. Nice. That's the confidence we love to see. Okay. You don't skip the H in Ali Wahab. Is it Wahhabi? Like, is that how I pronounce the H? I don't know how to pronounce an H without a vowel next to it. Wahhabi. Wahbi. That feels like I'm trying to do Hebrew. I'm gonna need a more distinct pronunciation guide on that. It's been rough here. Our HVAC just broke, and the part we need to fix is no longer sold because it's no longer legal to install. Oof, that's brutal. It's like I don't have a full HVAC or anything. I just have like a portable air conditioner, but without that, I'd be destroyed in the summer. Good morning. Good morning. Secret Lust stuff. That's what I'm saying. Inbound Sahavel, would you play my game if the skill tree was 256 nodes of skills? Absolutely. I love big skill trees. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you, Maple Leaf Games. A bunch of hellos to Claire. We love to see that. It's going horrible, but I'm awesome, so it's fine. I already dropped, but it wasn't played. Oh, I see. It might be boring for the stream. Hold on. The last one was right, like the wahbi. Ah, nice. Okay, I'll take that. Inbound Savel, would you play my game if it wasn't non-existent? Probably not. Hold on. Where's your game, Claire? I'm going to the Showcase Saturday forum. How did I not see it? Or did I see it and just not recognize that it was from you? Nope. What the hell? What's your game called? I'm trying to find it. Iron Rain. Okay. Now that name sounds familiar though. Okay. Iron Rain. Oh, yes. I did see this one. Okay. It's on my list, but it is a downloadable game, so. Okay. Close Discord again, so you don't have to hear pings. Almost closed my streaming software. That wouldn't have been good, I think. Music is by Aiden Rose. True. Everything else by me. Nice. My game's super short. Okay. That's nice. I love to get a good super short game in. Wait, no, I lied. Grace did the art. Stolen Valor. No, yeah, no worries. Any special plans for the July 4th, 250th anniversary? Yeah, so I'm probably going to, after stream, I'm probably going to play Pokemon Champions. if I'm dead honest with you. I do need to finish the script for my next devlog, but I don't think I'm going to get to that today. I think after the stream, I'll probably be a little bit fried, so. Hope you can get to my game today. I submitted it last week for the Juniper Jam stream. It's called Super Serious Battletops. It's on my list. I don't know if I'll get to it today though, but it is on my list. IDDFF will be short, but it's got personality. Nice. Forgot to write the second form again. Yeah, no worries. I didn't get to the part in the script where I needed your form yet. But as I was writing, it suddenly popped into my head that it's like, oh, I'm gonna need some more info here when I talk about the speedrunners. So, I commissioned a sprite for one of my characters, and I really like her work, but I found and hired her through Fiverr. If I find someone who helps me on Fiverr, does that count as part of my team? Yeah, I would think so. I would think being someone making art for the game is part of the team, even if you commission them. But oh, what's the second form? Oh, that's I ran a playtest for Isadora's Edge, and Kat speed ran the game, speed ran the demo, and got a world record. So, I wanted to feature because Kat submitted a feedback form for the playtest after she played it just the first time, just the first playthrough, and then she speed ran it a whole bunch until she eventually got a world record, and she wanted to submit a second feedback form with how her opinions have developed from speed running it over and over again, as opposed to just on a first impressions. So, yeah, I haven't played Deltarune. Anyway, you can check where Tombstone Tactics is on the list. Wait, Tombstone Tactics. Oh, that's not the game I was thinking. Once I get, hold up. Ooh, allergies. I submitted my game to the DC server. I think it has like 50 hidden bugs. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Yeah, once I get past like the next 10 games or so, it's not super ordered because I kind of order it like the night before I go on Showcase Saturday, so I can't actually give you a more direct placement. But yeah. But okay, Tofu's probably itching for that Insandio story. It's not the most exciting story, but so one fun fact about Insandio that you may or may not know is that she is gorgeous, a supermodel woman. And so it was 2016, 2017, I think, one of those years. And it was the 4th of July, and we go out with these little sparklers. And we're just like out in the streets of Seattle playing with our sparklers. And these two professional photographers run up to us and are like, "Excuse me, miss. We would love to take pictures of you to feature in whatever thing they were doing for 4th of July." And I thought, my instinct was that it's some kind of scam or something. They're taking pictures and then they're going to try to like sell us the pictures or something like that. And so we asked a couple questions to get more information, and it turns out they are just professional photographers who happen to see essentially a supermodel in the street with sparklers. And so Insandio did a whole photo shoot, and it was very funny. I was like, "Do you need me for the pictures?" They're like, "No, we're good. We'll just take the pictures of her." So then Insandio did a whole photo set in the streets of Seattle with some sparklers for those two professional photographers. But yeah. And then eventually we saw the photos when they came out in whatever they came out in. But it's been, almost 10 years. So I don't remember exactly where they got published or whatever. But I was just thinking about that this morning. When I woke up, I was like, oh man, that was a while ago. Do I play download-only games as well as web games? So I set up my my virtual machine to be able to play downloadable games, but it doesn't run them super well. So for downloadable like 3D games or downloadable particularly difficult to run games, it still doesn't do a great job. So I've still been trying to test them out ahead of time and seeing what can play. And some games get a little bit laggy. Why not just use itch sandboxing? Quentin told me not to. Quentin said itch sandboxing can still be dangerous. So, has anybody ever sent you a virus? No, but it only takes one. You know what I mean? I was going to drink for the 4th of July, but my friends are bums with jobs. I know what you mean. Being on the independent developer lifestyle is very different from my friends who just like go to jobs. Although I don't drink, so can't relate to you there. But oh, Vari's here. Hello, Mr. Shovel. Hello, Vari. Good to see you. Could you check if my game is on the list? It's called Her Favorite Beach. As long as you're in the Discord channel, you're on the list. So, I think there's only one game that I added to the list and made sure it worked, and was like, I don't even know if I can provide feedback on this, but I might need to like practice bullet hell games so I can actually give feedback on a bullet hell game, because I'm truly horrible at them. I mean, maybe not. Maybe it's just in comparison to the fact that I'm generally not that bad at. Oh, Her Favorite Beach. I see you just posted. You posted this yesterday, so it's not on the list like to be played today, but yeah, I can see it. That's so funny. Cat, look, it YouTube auto translated hi Vari to hi guys. So all right. I've been enjoying the Learn GD Script from Zero app from GD Quest. It's pretty good. Oh, nice. That's good to know. Having good recommendations for beginner tutorials is very valuable. My game is very dangerous. One time I played a game on itch and it turned my webcam on and it was scary. Yeah, the early 2010s era of doxing the person playing the game to spook them. Will Isadora have a pet? Oh, welcome, Galestorm. Good to see you. Will Isadora have a pet companion? Maybe. I've thought about it. But I don't think it'll be a major mechanic. Claire, aren't you not old enough to drink? You shouldn't be drinking. Oh, yeah. If you're not old enough to drink, definitely don't drink. In general, I'd recommend not drinking even if you are old enough to drink, but that's just me, you know. Yeah. Hello, Galestorm. Yeah, welcome in, Galestorm. Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's drink a Diet Coke and enjoy the indie life. That's what I'm saying, although I got Dr. Pepper Zero this time around. Not Diet Coke. Although usually you'd hit me nail on the head. I mostly drink Diet Coke, but I found out that artificial sweetener exists today. It's hard to believe you didn't know about artificial sweetener until today, but you know, if today is the day you learn about artificial sweetener, enjoy it. Artificial sweetener is awesome. How does this work? Where do I add my game to the list? If you go to the Discord, there's a forum called Showcase Saturday where you can add your game. The link to the Discord is in the description. Play Toho Danmaku Kagura. Oh, Toho, yeah. Oof. Can you add a fighting couch party mod to your game where people can fight each other? Maybe once it's done. Definitely not in the core release for sure, but boss, can I ask how much experience you have with Metal Slug games? Oh, very little, very little. I have seen plenty of their pixel art because when you're looking at pixel art references, like a huge amount of the guides you see online are like, look at how Metal Slug did it because it's awesome. So I'm familiar with their sprite work, but I haven't actually played the games. No way, a bullet hell. I submitted a bullet hell. Yeah, I was gonna add a bullet hell. I think from called Starry Sunshine. I think that was the name of it. I was potentially going to play that on stream today, but when I opened it up to test it, I just instantly died like 4 times in a row, and I was like, I don't think I can actually play this. I don't think I can give feedback because I can't get past like the first wave of bullets. So I think I need to get better at bullet hell games if I want to be able to provide feedback on them. I updated my game 3 days ago. It's alpha 0.2.6 now. Awesome, awesome. Vari is 2 people in a trench coat. Ida, true. I do it because I'm a boss, and I'm an adult anyways. I'm going to pretend I don't see your messages, Claire. I'm just going to assume that you're trolling. I kind of want to make a game where it tracks your eye movements and you can like wink at the UI element you're staring at to click it. But I imagine that's an implementation nightmare. Yeah, I mean, there's eye tracking software. Does that software just like use your webcam? I'm not familiar with it at all. But it sounds cool. I feel like an eye tracking game where you have to like control stuff with where you're looking could really work for like a horror thing. I feel like there's a really cool way to do some kind of horror game where it like is very explicit with your eye movement. Additionally, maybe microphone where it's like you need to not make noise and you need to look in specific spots so that the game is played through like actual control of yourself as a person. Yeah. Not being jump scared would be a huge benefit. I can drink alcohol because 18 is the minimum in Australia. Oh, I see. I see. A slippery slope to directly tapping into the player's brain. Water and milk. What is it? Oh, all right. All right. I see that the server is full of Undertale-inspired games. Full? I don't know if I'd say full of. There are definitely some Undertale-inspired games, but I've been working on a song for my game demo, and it's like 5.5 minutes long already. Nice, nice. That's sick. That's sick. I can't wait for my first boss to be added so you can see how sparing works in my game. Oh, cool, cool. Oh, yeah, you have the taco game, right? I have to stop myself from adding new sections. Yeah, yeah, I understand. Wait, Ida is pronounced like that? I always read it as the same way as the word aid. Yeah, Ida's name is one that's like, I've heard so many different pronounces. Aid, 80. What does Cypher say? Cypher says, Ide. Cypher says Ide. I almost started saying Ide because that's how Cypher says it. Like, Cypher is going to be canon. I've always said it Ida, but fair enough. The bullet hell I submitted is designed to help beginners get into the genre. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. All right, I'll keep that in mind, Simple Soda Studios. Maybe I'll use your game to teach me how to play it so that I can play the harder ones. Yeah, the GD Quest Learn from Zero Quest is cool because it's more structured, but I also like how it's an interactive app for learning GD script. Oh, nice, nice. I'm not really a horror game dev. Horror is really hard. Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's specific to horror games that doesn't show up in other games. So you kind of have to study horror games specifically to get the gist of it. And I think horror is one of the genres where sound design is always important, but in horror games, sound design is like especially important. I know that for the horror game I made for the GMTK Jam, I made it so that it would like randomly spawn positional sounds like behind you off to the side a little bit. And then I just put a whole bunch of sounds that could randomly happen, like a twig snapping and stuff like that. And Insandio opened the horror game, took a step forward, heard a twig snap behind her, and turned the game off. So, 5-minute track is up there already. Yeah, for length. I mean, it's not, what is it? Resurrections from Celeste. That track is like, what, 12 minutes long or something? I have that on my Spotify playlist, and whenever it comes on, I'm like, all right, strap in. This one goes for a while. About implementation, I want to make a game where you can't see anything and you know which direction to block by surround sound. It's an interesting idea for sure. You're going to struggle a lot to make that fun because people are very used to seeing things. But I think that it could work. It's just going to take like quite a lot of figuring out how to do it, you know? The way I found my first engine is I literally searched up Toby Fox Game Engine. Nice. To Godot or to Godot? I prefer to Godot, but you know. Currently working on a run and gun game, and from gameplay, I have cleared it without. I haven't cleared it without at least 10 deaths. I can read. I promise I can read. Ah, I see. Well, if you're the one developing it and it takes you at least 10 deaths to get through it, I would recommend making it a little easier. Because you're probably going to be better at that than most of your players will be. But if you're not that good at run and gun games, so you need some like more skilled players to playtest it, or you just need a different assortment of playtesters, that can be another good way to gauge the difficulty. And once you have something that's playable, submit it to Showcase Saturday, Lusk. I want to play it. But yeah, I think one thing that's hard to learn is that, you know, extreme difficulty isn't necessarily better design. Can you add 2 of your games at the same time? I'm not sure what that question means. Can't say because I'm busy, but hi and bye, everyone. Hey, thanks for popping in, Jumpy. I'm a roguelike game dev now, apparently. Oh, are you going to keep working on the, like, bullet game? I forget what it was called. I can make a horror game in a week, light work. Nikki, I'm pretty sure you can make any game in a week, light work. At least any prototype. Will I be joining GMTK 2026? Probably not. I'm very focused on Isadora and YouTube stuff right now. I've got a couple YouTube like devlogs and videos that have I've been working on for a while that I feel very behind on. Trying not to put too much work on my plate and pressure myself. But yeah, I got a lot of stuff I need to do both on the YouTube side as well as I want to keep working on Isadora to get the demo out. Yellow, hey, Tic Tac Joel, good to see you. How you doing? Oh wow, I'm way behind on messages. I'm a horror game dev because of how bad my games are. Claire, you really jump between the extremes pretty quickly, huh? From the greatest game dev in the world that dropped the best game to I'm a horror dev because of how bad my games are. I can't make horror games because I can look at an eldritch horror and go, oh, they're just a little guy. Yeah, there's a show on Netflix came out recently called like The Burrows. And I don't want to like spoil it for everyone, but there's a monster in that show that gets introduced in literally the first second of the first scene, so that's not a spoiler. But when I first saw the monster, I was like, that thing is cute, and I feel bad for it. I don't want them to kill the monster. And Insandio was like, what the hell are you talking about? I was like, but it's just a little friendly guy. Okay, he's doing some bad stuff, but he's just a monster. He don't know no better. Should I make Game Jam games even though I have a main project? Yeah, totally. I think working on Game Jam stuff as a distraction or as like a palate cleanser, mind reset, or if you just want some downtime can totally work. But you do have to be careful with it. It's like, I know for myself that like I burn myself out pretty hard on a jam to get it done in time at a level that I'm happy with. And I just don't have the extra energy reserves right now to spend on doing the jam and making the devlog for it. When I could be dedicating that time to my main game instead, you know? Resurrections is tough. I agree. I love that song. Scattered and Lost is also tough. I don't have that one on my playlist. I need to go listen to it. Maybe I should add it to my playlist. The video game music on my playlist is like Resurrections from Celeste. The song from Persona 5 that everyone knows. Why can't I remember the title? Anyway, you know the one. You know the one from Persona 5. And then the entire Undertale soundtrack. That's like the video game music on my playlist. Just to be clear, her favorite beach is going to be played today. Correct. New goal: speedrun how fast you can get Insandio to turn off the game in fear. I think I got the world record on that. It might be hard to get it even faster than one sound effect, but in IGTAP there's a track that's 18 minutes long, by the way. I mean, I think that's pretty fair, especially for like a song that plays during like a hub or a section that you have to do a lot of times. I think having some tracks that like last for a while makes a lot of sense. Right now in Isadora's Edge, all the songs are like 3 to 4 minutes or so, but once we get to the more like exploration music, because right now the only music we've done are really boss fight tracks because it wasn't a Metroidvania before. So once we want to do the softer, subtler like exploration area tracks, those might end up being a little bit longer. Can you add the default dance as an extremely rare idle animation for Isadora when the player doesn't move Isadora for a long time? Maybe not default dance. I'll consider it. Maybe make that a stretch goal on Kickstarter or something. Isadora default dances. Yeah, we have a couple rare idle animations that whenever she queues up her idle, there's like a small chance that a rare one plays. Those rare idle animations have been very useful for like making YouTube thumbnails and stuff, because I just grab one of the frames from the rare idols, like the ones where she like angrily scratching her head or whatever. But yeah, none of them are default dance. So I use Unity because it had the first tutorial that I didn't instantly give up on. Yeah, I think that's one of the benefits of Unity, is a lot of tutorials, a lot of resources and stuff. So all of my games will be bitterly hard. I think if as a designer, that's your design intent, is to make bitterly hard games, I think that's totally fine. You are alienating a large percentage of the player base and making the game inaccessible for some people. But if your creative goal, if your creative vision is bitterly hard games, if that's the thing that you are driven to create, I think that's reasonable. You have to, weigh the pros and cons of the thing you're deciding to do. My first game engine was Roblox, then Unity, then Godot. I'm happy with Godot. Yeah, I think the lightweight nature of Godot is one of the biggest appealing factors. I remember when I was working on stuff like the Bazaar is a great example. Needing to wait minutes and minutes and minutes for the project to start up is such a brain killer. Especially like, not everyone's brain works the same way, but for me, it's really easy for me to get hyper focused on something, and then once I lose my hyper focus, it's gone. And so I like to stay hyper focused for as long as I can. And if Unity crashes and I need to wait for it to reopen, the focus is gone. But with Godot, if Godot crashes, which it does sometimes, it takes like a second to reopen, and I don't lose my focus. So that's one of the huge benefits for me. But how many games have I released? Like as an independent dev, I've done like 6 game jams, I think, something like that. As a part of a professional team, there's Halo Infinite and the Bazaar. And then, yeah, that's the list. And then full like projects on Steam release, none so far. That's going to be Isadora's Edge is the goal. I was a roguelike game dev now, apparently. What? You are a roguelike game dev now? Monarch, just make a roguelike, bro. Monarch, make an anime-inspired roguelike where you pick cards, one of 3 choices. I feel like you got all the sauce. I feel like you got all the sauce for making a menus game, Slay the Spire style, but with anime characters. You just lock in, dog. Just lock in. I think Evelyn meant adding 2 games to the Showcase Saturday forum. Oh, yeah. You can put 2 games into the forum. Oh my gosh, I'm so behind. All right, I got to speed up a little bit. Deck Builder with a Gun is getting a full release. Oh, let's go. Keep me in the loop when you get to like your next like playtesting stage. Submit it to Showcase Saturday again. I would love to, help you along with the progress and stuff. What do you think about my lock-on targeting technology? Oh, I think it looks sick. The previews posted in Discord, that looks really cool. It's what I was sort of imagining doing with my camera focus objects for the devlog, for the camera devlog I released. I tested it out, but I didn't like it that much because of how much I want aerial combat to be a factor. But I think it looked really good the way you did it. So RKI and me are going to lock in on GMTK. Oh, exciting to see what you cook, including Grace and CC Toad Ferrara. All right, that's a nice squad right there. Excited to see what you guys cook up. Oh my God, Mr. Shovel, Nikki reworked the Igtap character and it's so pretty. Oh, do you have the previews for me to look at? Let me know if you do and post them somewhere because I would love to take a look. Nikki making weaponry. 3 times message in 1 scroll. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm going through all the messages and trying to respond to everything I can. So please don't spam your messages. Tofu said TY to Luna, and YouTube decided that Tofu said you. So it went from a thank you to almost like a threatening. Keikaku Dori, your game and videos really inspired me to continue with game dev. I appreciate your work. Hey, thank you. I'm glad I inspired you to continue with game dev. I think it's a very rewarding passion to pursue. So, and also welcome. I don't recognize your username, so welcome in. Metal Wolf ZX, hello, good to see you. I think how late you are to the message is a testament to how nice you are. Just give everyone a proper response, even greetings. Hey, thank you, Elijah. Yeah, I don't want to skip messages if I can avoid it. But yeah, I am definitely falling behind. Vari game jammed during IGTAP dev cycle, which got translated to various games jammed during IGTAP dev cycle. That's a very different message. Yeah, I think doing a game jam, it's like I've done game jams during Isadora's dev cycle as well, but I think I'm at a stage right now where most of my energy is like in ideas for Isadora, you know? So it's like I've spent a lot of time like thinking about what I want to add to Isadora and how I want to do it. And I have so many like features that I'm like excited to work on. And like, honestly, even distracting myself by working on like YouTube videos and shorts and stuff has been a little bit difficult for me to pull myself away from development on Isadora. So, especially with how well the playtest went. It's like, I really liked the results of the playtest. And so that makes me want to, you know, push forward on Isadora even further. And so taking a step away to work on the YouTube stuff is good for my mental, so that I don't just like burn myself out, you know, working on the game every single day for 12 hours or whatever. But yeah, I think I'm going to finish up with the YouTube stuff soon. I got a bunch of shorts ready to go. My editor for the shorts is well fed. I think he has like 9 scripts and footage in the back pocket right now. So I'm good on shorts for a while. And so I can focus on getting the devlog stuff done, which should open me up for a couple months of dev work, you know, pretty uninterrupted. So we'll see how that goes. So far, I've participated in 2 game jams, including the Shovel Jam, and the recurring feedback it was in both of them. This game is too hard. Yeah, I think it's a very common, especially when you're new to game jams, is just to make your game too hard because you don't get much time to like iterate on playtest and stuff. Even the playtest for Isadora's Edge was too hard. It's a very easy thing to do. But I think, yeah, I think that's one thing that playtesting really helps illuminate. Because you can move the things that end up being too hard or, you know, make things a little bit nicer where there should be. And sometimes things turn out too hard because of like a disconnect in what you're expecting your players to do and what your player actually needs to do to succeed. Because you know exactly the way to approach it, but your player doesn't. And if it takes them a lot of effort to figure out how to approach it, or they approach it in a way that's not as like optimal, that can lead to a lot of issues as well. So, you know, I think, you know, I think playtesting is huge for those kind of issues. So, I got slimed. Want to add the words thank you to my last message though. I don't know how. Scattered and lost the go. Okay, I need to listen to that. I think. I'm going to have a Steam demo for October Next Fest. It's so stressful. Oh, right. I saw a post on Reddit about a developer that Steam like fixed their game for them. I didn't know if it was real, but if it is real, Steam kind of goated with, huh? Life will change. Life will change. Correct. That's the song. Disturbing the peace. When the inevitable Shovel Deltarune playthrough comes, it will be his favorite game of all time. Hopefully. It's hard to imagine Toby Fox like catching lightning in a bottle twice in a row, but because I think, you know, Undertale is definitely in my top 10 games of all time. Maybe it's even top 5. I would really need to think about that though. But it's just unbelievable how good it is. The other day in the car, me and Sandy were going to get groceries, and we had a discussion of like, because I asked her, I said, do you think Toby Fox is better at music or writing? And Insandio thought about it for a second and said, said music probably. And I was like, I think I agree with you. But on the other hand, I do cry every time I see Undyne's genocide speech. That speech makes me cry literally every time. I cannot read it without tearing up. And I don't think I tear up that easily. So, but even that being said, I do think, and obviously, Toby has line after line that's like absolutely iconic. But on the other hand, the music is just too good. It's really insane that his writing is at such a high level, in my opinion, and yet the music still clears. But anyway, when you click the play button, it screams at you. Last Surprise. Last Surprise is also good. But the one I have in my playlist is Life Will Change. Only games I have in my soundtrack is GD, Undertale, and Deltarune. GD. What's GD? GD. I should probably recognize it, but I don't. Every time I think up what might be an interesting game idea, I look it up and someone else already did something similar. If you're still new to game development, doing something that's like derivative is totally fine. It's a good way to learn what works and what doesn't, trying to learn from the greats. It's like Isadora's Edge is super similar to Silksong. So it has its own unique areas and its own unique stuff going on as well. It's not like a carbon copy, it's not cloning Silksong. But if I were to say that Isadora's Edge is nothing like Silksong, that's just a plain lie. It is similar to Silksong. So I would like to see Isadora do the distraction dance. I hope I have to see you play at least one game before I leave. Yeah, I think we'll get to it pretty soon, but can you give your thoughts on playing games to learn about their game design and such? Playing a bunch of deck builders to learn the genre better before starting full development for my game. So one thing I really like to do is record myself playing, and like sort of trying to talk through my thoughts. That's just a habit I built up over time, is talking through my thoughts. It's actually very helpful in Pokemon Champions, believe it or not. Talking through why I'm making my decisions makes it easier to make better decisions in the game. But recording myself and then playing through and trying to analyze, like as if I was watching someone else play, and like trying, take notes, so that I turn my, game dev brain off while I'm playing, and I just play the game, and then I watch it through and see like, why did I make certain decisions? What was I thinking here? And it is helpful when I'm playing, I'm like, I want to go look at that thing, because then when I'm watching it back, I'm like, what made me want to go look at that thing, right? Oh, they added this here, a character before talked about it, and so now that I'm here, I want to go look at it. Like those kind of little details that I can pick up on when I'm watching and really trying to break it down. I think that is an extremely valuable way to do these sort of game studies, is like play it with your brain, with your game design brain turned off, and then go back and watch the footage and try to analyze what happened. I think that's very valuable. And you have an extra layer of insight because you're the one who played it. I think you can also watch other people play that kind of game and see what gets them going, right? But you don't know what's actually in their head, but you do know what was in your head. So when you look back at your footage, you can say, oh, at the moment, I was worried about running out of this resource or whatever. And so I decided I needed more of that resource before I could go the way I actually wanted to go. And those kind of things can help you make your own decisions for your game, right? Like, why would one thing work one way versus another? Maybe you don't want players to be discouraged from going down the more difficult route. So right there is where you put some like extra resources so they can replenish, so they don't have to like do something else, And so I think that's very valuable. Additionally, thinking about like which elements really worked for you and which elements do you think really hurt the experience. Like Metroid Dread is a Metroidvania, right? And it had these enemies that like chase you down, and they're basically unkillable. And if they grab you, there's like a cutscene, and you have like a quick time event that you have to hit properly to not instantly die. And those enemies, I really didn't like them because all I needed to do was run away from them, which isn't what I wanted to do in the Metroidvania. I want to explore, look around. I don't want to get pushed deep into the area and then explore from the center out. I wanted to go in and like look around and map out the place, right? Especially because I don't have that great of a sense of direction. Like as a human being, I get lost pretty easy. And so when I got pushed that deep into new areas and didn't really know where I was, instantly I was lost, and trying to map out the area from a position of being lost was not that fun for me, right? And so that's something I learned, is like, I need to give the player a chance to map out new areas. Like I need the opportunity to explore the new location in a way that feels approachable. And dropping someone in a place where they're completely lost can work it's like an interesting idea. And I think in Metroid Dread, there was one time where it chased me somewhere and then being lost and trying to get my way out was cool. But doing it over and over again was where I really like lost my interest, you know? And so that is one thing. Like, think about, why did I hate those stupid bots chasing me so much, and why did I not enjoy the exploration in Metroid Dread the same way I enjoyed the exploration in Hollow Knight, and trying to figure out what was the real reason behind that. And I think doing it with mechanics you disliked can be just as valuable, if not more valuable, than doing it with mechanics you really did like. But yeah, that's sort of what I would say. Hello, oh Mortis, welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you. How's development going on Cannonhead? Don't do this. I'll spend my entire gaming sessions idling and hope to get it. Yeah, make it a requirement for getting like 100% completion is see every rare idle animation. Yeah. Similarly, I was considering adding like, you know what? I'll keep that a secret actually. Never mind. How do you think about the addition of lyrics to game music? Words are my forte, and I think I might be using them too much. So I think it can work. And I think, if you want to see a way that adding lyrics to your game soundtrack can work, I think Persona 5 is like the prototypical example of how to use lyrics in your music to enhance moments. But even Persona 5 has plenty of tracks without lyrics as well. So yeah, I think if you lean on it too much, it can be a problem. Almost knocked my green screen over. But yeah, I think you can also make a game that really is supposed to have a lot of lyrics in the background. Like if your game is about playing as like a bard or something, then you can make it lean in thematically to the game you're playing. But just throwing it in the background without thinking too much about it can sometimes cause an issue. But it's just being careful with the design, I think. I use Godot because I like the mascot. Nice. Hello, Mr. Shovel. You should give me an idea for a card game with a cool mechanic so I can shamelessly steal it. So a card game with a cool mechanic. So what I would think is like, what are the card games that I like to play, and why? And like, I think Slay the Spire has the strategic depth, and the relics are really fun, and just making your custom build is cool. I like the Silent the most because I really like the way the combos work in that class. I also really like the Ironclad because of how straightforward it is and building a big number of armor. And so I think Slay the Spire is the classic example because it does everything pretty well. In Wild Frost, I really like the like protect the leader aspect of like needing to be really careful with one particular unit, as well as being able to attach charms onto my units and make them stronger and stronger. So rather than my cards just straight up being a deck that I play it and then it goes, I can like upgrade my most special cards and keep them going. And I think that upgrading nature is very cool as well. And I think Inscription also did a really good job with that upgrading nature with how they did the creatures in that game. But I think one thing that happened with Wild Frost and Inscription is because you have this upgraded element, you need to get to those upgraded cards faster. Because of the fact that if you don't, if it's easy to whiff on those upgraded cards, then the game has a lot more variance. Where if you hit your good cards, you win. And if you don't hit your good cards, you lose, because all of your power is invested in a couple cards, right? Which means in Wild Frost and in Inscription, you like have a smaller deck and you draw less. And I think that figuring out a way to do card upgrades in a fun, like in the same sort of way that Wild Frost and Inscription do it, without needing to dilute the strategic complexity of the combos you can land and Slay the Spire, is a design exercise I think you could tackle. I don't know what it would be offhand. And Slay the Spire already does it pretty well because they have like one upgrade per card. And if you put more upgrades per card, you're kind of diluting the strength of your deck into specific cards as well. Maybe you need more tutors and more search mechanics or something so that you can get to the card you want. But then you're losing a lot of the like the RNG aspect of card games that can make them appealing, where it's like dealing with the cards you've got and playing to your outs. If you have like a lot of tutoring, that can be less fun as well. Additionally, I really like the minion-based combat in Hearthstone. I think Hearthstone did a great job of actually like summoning monsters and having them slam into each other in a way that like Yu-Gi-Oh wants to have, but doesn't. Like Yu-Gi-Oh has very little to do with monster combat. Yu-Gi-Oh is about summoning big, powerful effects and shooting them off at each other. And so I think minion-based combat is very cool, and that's something missing from Slay the Spire. So maybe that's something like a very minion-focused combat. but with Slay the Spire's card system and maybe upgrading systems from Wild Frost and Inscription. Another theory is TFT is very fun due to the real-time combat of your minions. And in that game, you summon your minions and organize your board ahead of time, and then the fight happens. Potentially could do a roguelike card game where you have your turns happen on like a timer, where every like 30 seconds you get a new set of resources, and there is just a real-time battle happening in front of you, almost Teamfight Tactics-esque, and then you play cards to affect that real-time battle simulation happening. And then once you win the battle, you get to like go and upgrade your units and upgrade your effects and upgrade everything that goes into the next round, and then you're drawing cards and playing them, trying to stem the battle. Something like that could be interesting. So hopefully, hopefully that long list of different games and ideas can give you something, you know. Nathan can do both the speedrun time and the longest play time. True. Deck builder with a gun. Hey, Kat, don't give away your $1 million idea like that. Hold tight to that. I use Godot because an accurate representation on my computer is 3 potatoes. G-Bill, your mom lets you have 3 potatoes? I got to give you a special thanks because I recently saw your palette swap shorts and thought, how should I do that in my project? Turns out I was missing on an important feature, shaders, this whole time. Nice. Yeah, that's I'm glad I was able to introduce you to shaders. Very powerful tool. You can do lots of cool stuff with them. So, now I set it ready and just started fixing it. I was literally copying and pasting so many spreadsheets just for changing colors. Nice. My first was Scratch, then Godot, then Game Maker, then back to Godot, and then I landed on Unity. Yeah, if you want a lot of resources that have accumulated over years and years of development, Unity is a good choice. Oh my gosh, how far behind am I? Okay, I'm not too far. Use GDevelop because I've been using it since high school. Nice. I naturally tend towards bitterly hard and proud 1%er in GD and 3%er in Tetris. Nice. What is the order of the games you're playing or criteria from the Discord? So I try to mix it up between different genres, different art styles and stuff so that I can give different feedback to each game per stream. Because there are a lot of core game design concepts that I touch on a lot. Like you're going to hear me say similar stuff every stream. Like almost every stream I talk about tutorialization. Although there've been a couple streams in a row where I didn't have to touch on tutorialization too much. So maybe good job, good job gamers. Touch on important decision making and stuff like that. And if it's like, 4 platformers in a row, I'm going to talk a lot about coyote time. I'm going to talk about input buffering. And those are the sort of things that it's nice to talk about once per stream. So that's mostly how I mix it up. Can you make a meme reference in your game? Probably. Monarch, if you want help. If you want, I'll help out with that roguelike. Absolute Cinema. Hey, a Monarch Lusk roguelike. Let's go. I'll speedrun the rare animation any percent. It's literally just starting the game and standing there hoping for the best. Super Soup Studios and Simple Soda Studios. I think we have the same idea for our studio name. Control nodes having directional finding built in is my goat. True. That'll work. RKI, did you learn how to eat chicken yet? Oh, did I hear RKI? Welcome in, RKI. Welcome in. Also, did you learn how to eat chicken yet? True, Lyra, true. It's in Art General right now. Oh, okay. Let me check it out. Art General. Oh, that is so cute. Look at this little guy. Nice. I feel like he looks more friendly if I don't think I'm sharing anything in Discord that I shouldn't share. So look at this little guy. That's so cute. I love this little shine right here. I feel like that gives him a lot of the shine here on the where the leg joint connects and the shine here on the top of the head. I feel like it gives a lot of personality. That is cute. That is cute. Nice. Okay. Godot 4.7.1 fixed the bug where I allocated a new dictionary every frame when you queried physics point query parameters 3D. Seems like a good bug to fix. Got my name from a university brainstorming session. Nice. I only recently learned that I do in fact have hyperfixations. When I told my friends, they were like, "Yeah, bro, we know." Yeah. It's like the past couple nights, I've even had a little bit of trouble falling asleep because like when I lay down in bed, my brain is like running simulations for for how to properly play out turns. I'm like, if I'm up against the giraffe and Blastoise, and I have my Armor Rouge out, Wide Guard protects against Water Sprouts. So if they Helping Hand Water Spout, I can protect against that and use my own Giraffe to get Trick Room up. But if I have my Giraffe up, and I want a Trick Room and they imprison with their Giraffe, they get a free turn to Shell Smash as the Blastoise. So I probably can't lead Armor Rouge and the Giraffe. Maybe I need to lead King Gambit and Armor Rouge against the Giraffe. That way I can threaten their Giraffe with a Kowtow Cleave, and maybe I Wide Guard to protect against Water Spout, or I could try to set up my own Trick Room. So if they go for Imprison, because if I give Armor Rouge Focus Sash, then it won't die to the Water Spout. So I can always get the Trick Room up unless they Imprison. And if they go for an Imprison, they're not protecting their Giraffe against the Kowtow from King Gambit. But if they have the, Colbur Berry, then I'm not going to one-shot with the Kowtow Cleave. So can I Sucker Punch the next turn? No, I can't Sucker Punch Giraffe because of Armor Tail, so that won't work. And then eventually I fall asleep. So, by the way, I like your game, dude. How do you keep it up with that pixel art style? It's lots of detail, seems to be hard. Oh, I work with some artists on a team, so that's how. It's not a one-man job. I once had a word that I only know in French and German for some reason, but there it is, stage practicum, where I coded a game in Java without any real engine. Okay, let me parse that instead of just reading it. Once I had a phase where I coded a game in Java without any real engine. Nice. I think sometimes coding an engine can be really valuable. I remember when I was working on Halo Infinite and I would talk with like the engine team about like how to add features to the engine, and then I added God, it's been so long. What was it? The state management system that like if the world in Halo Infinite was raining, I add the state for managing that, so people can like add a world weather state and submit like an enum to that or whatever. I added that feature to the engine, and I think doing that sort of work is very valuable, because then once I jumped to the scripting side and was doing a lot more work with designers on what they called content engineering, having some knowledge of the engine was very helpful. But yeah, I'm getting back into the shorts game. Nice. How's the playtest video going? Do you have any timeline for it or not yet? So yeah, I'm still working on it right now. I'm like 60% of the way through with the rough draft, I think. So once I finish the rough draft, I'll go through and like, finalize the words and figure out how exactly I want to say everything. And then I need to collect all the footage and stuff and send that all over to Insandio to start on the edit. So quite a while before it'll be ready to go live, but the progress is really nice. I feel like getting the rough draft done takes me a lot of time. I'm way faster at doing the final script because that's just me just talking until I find the words I like. But figuring out the structure of the script and all the stuff I want to do for that takes me quite a while. So, playtesting is so important. I was doing it when my characters and enemies were still different colored cubes. Yeah, I agree. I think playtesting is really important, but I also do think you have to like reach like the visual minimum so that your playtesters can actually focus on the game itself rather than getting distracted by the elements that aren't at the visual minimum. But I have a game dev secret coming out about that relatively soon. I don't know. It depends on when my editor decides to do that one. Working on it. One day, RK, I'll know how to eat chicken. Deltarune is already my favorite game of all time. Let's go. It's hard because Toby's so crazy good at writing. Oh, wow. I said that a while ago. Am I really that far behind? The new home part is the saddest. Yeah, new home chokes me up too. But there's just something about the Undyne scene. Something about that Undyne scene really gets me. Deltarune inspires me to look at it and become a much better writer. Yeah, I think I feel the same. Like when I look at how Toby Fox did the characters in Undertale, I'm like, I really want to write characters that are at this level of depth, but I write better than Toby Fox. I find that difficult to believe, but I'll take your word for it. I can't even get myself to play anything except for Pacifist and Undertale. I'd cry if I just hit a frog by accident. Yeah, I played Undertale very shortly after it came out, in 2015. So I didn't even know about the different routes or anything. So my first route, I was just playing it like an RPG. And then I killed Toriel and felt horrible about it. And then I played the rest of the game as a pacifist. And then I got to the end and they were like, you're a jerk for killing Toriel. And I was like, that's true. And I was like, why don't you play again without killing anyone? So then I played through, and I didn't get all the way to the end of True Pacifist. I played most of the way through. And then later I watched Insandio do all of True Pacifist. And then after I watched Insandio do all of True Pacifist, I did the genocide route because I wanted to fight Sans. So, yeah, I'm going to Grill Beast Papyrus 1 anything. Oh, brutal. GD is Geometry Dash. Right. I knew those letters were familiar. I just couldn't remember what they were. About difficulty, God help you when you get me to my untutorialized, overcomplicated mess of a first game. Everyone in the world has made a 2D platformer. That didn't deter me. Nice. I feel the same. Everyone in the world has made a 2D platformer, but Isadora's Edge started as one, and I was very happy about it too. Does Isadora's Edge at least have bile water? I mean, I'll probably have a difficult area, but I don't think I'm going to do bile water. I definitely, if I make a super dangerous, difficult area like bile water, I don't think I'll put a massive run back through it. Although without a massive run back through it, is it even bile water? Who knows? Like Dim Rain 47 or Night Heart 22 music. Juniper Stream 2 or regular showcase? So regular showcase Saturday today, but there are plenty of games from the Juniper Jam that got submitted, so I can still play those. You should listen to Sonic Blaster at the Speed of Light, The Falling Mists, and Anomaly. I'll have to do that. Talking your thoughts out is literally the do you hear yourself? If you don't talk out loud, you don't, so you spot your own mistakes, no matter how foolish. Yeah, especially like I don't always think in inner monologue. It's like sometimes I can think through an inner monologue, but sometimes my ideas are just like little clouds in my head, little like little floating blue lights and little clouds that I have to like let form before I can fully understand the idea. And so watching myself play something back later and being able to put words to the little cloud that was in my head when I was playing at that moment is very valuable. So my favorite hobby is thinking about my decisions. I feel like you might have just summarized the human condition with that one, Claire. Why did you want to make a Metroidvania? Did you get inspired by a game? Yeah, so I wanted to make a Metroidvania because Metroidvania is like my favorite genre. And I think it comes from when I was very young, I hyper-fixated on Symphony of the Night. I just played it over and over and over and over and over. I loved Symphony of the Night. And I was speed running the game as Richter. Like I got the secret Richter thing. I think you type in a special name or something. And I played all the way through as Richter over and over again, basically speedrunning it without knowing what speedrunning was at the time. Yeah. And so I was very, very hyper fixated on Symphony of the Night. And so I loved that game. And then I also fell in love with Hollow Knight and Silksong, obviously. And so when I was working on Isadora's Edge, I also really love Mega Man X. So there's a lot of stuff that's inspired by Mega Man X and a lot of stuff that's inspired by Symphony of the Night in the game. And I realized that the level stuff I was doing was way more inspired by Symphony of the Night. So I was definitely leaning into Metroidvania-esque designs. And then I was talking with Insandio about one of the areas we were putting together. And I said something like, oh, God, I wish we were just making a Metroidvania. And Insandio was like, well, why don't you? And I was like, that's a really good point. Why don't I just make a Metroidvania? Yeah, that's how I switched from 2D, from just a regular 2D platform to a Metroidvania. I like to think about so many possible decisions, make little thought math trees, and then think about math. I do love math. Thank you, Shovel. You're welcome, Cat. Although I think I'm far enough back in chat that I don't remember what that thank you is for. So, about working with mechanics you dislike. I love consuming bad media and ripping it apart. Got to rein myself in to not be too negative and harsh a person. Yeah, I think when a story doesn't really land for me, thinking about why it doesn't land is very valuable too. Like, what did they do wrong that made me not like it? It's like recently I watched Solo Leveling, and I thought Solo Leveling was fun. It was a good show, but it was completely lacking any like depth. Right? It was just fun. That show doesn't really have much meaning under the surface, you know, and I think that show did a good job showing me that you don't necessarily need meaning under the surface in every single element of the story for the story as a whole to be fun. It's like the text itself needs to work on its own. Then the subtext needs to help support that text. And so I think that the very limited subtext the show had supported it enough for it to just be like a fun watch, like turn my brain off, enjoy the aura farming more or less. And so I think like that was a good lesson, you know? And then you watch stuff that has incredible subtext, and you're like, okay. And then like I watched I think I mentioned The Burrows. I watched through that recently, and that show, it was trying to do way too much with the subtext when just the text of the story didn't work. It's like they should have focused more on making the story itself work before they focused on all the different themes and stuff they were trying to explore, you know? It's like a lot of the stuff they tried to put in there to have some meaning behind it falls flat because the story itself doesn't work. So I think there's lots of good lessons to learn from that. So the Persona music is so good. I completely agree. If you want to look at games that has music with lyrics, look at Expedition 33 too. Oh, okay, okay. I need to play Expedition 33. There's a Steam sale happening right now. How much is Expedition 33? Let me check. I haven't played it yet because I don't got the money to buy it. It's still $40. All right, that's going to happen sometime in the future. Ace Combat as a series has insane anime boss fights with Latin chants type of music. That's wild. Having lyrics in Latin or some other language that your audience doesn't understand can work well. True, true. I think that's very common. Oh, what's up, wifey? Really? What the heck? Insandio just rushed downstairs to tell me that there's a limited time Squirtle in our house in Pokemon Go. So, so I'm gonna catch that. Thank you, Insandio. The goat stays winning, huh? Doesn't want me to miss out on the party hat. Oh, there's a Bulbasaur with a party hat too. What the heck? Incredible information here. Pokemon Go has been so useful for getting my Pokemon into champions without needing to like pull for them or whatever. I like the delay creating a recursion loop where everything is discussed twice. Yeah, I think it's nice to be able to revisit an idea. See how people respond to the thing I said earlier. Nice, okay. I'm going to tag these limited time party hat Squirtles. Oh, and a party hat Pikachu. Is there like a special event happening right now? Feels like there's like a special event happening right now. That's sick. Love that for me, actually. Okay. The way it's been 1 hour and he still hasn't played any games. Yeah. I mean, I like to talk to chat at the beginning, and there's lots of people with lots of stuff to talk about right now, I see. I'll be interested to see what people think about this Pokemon Go stuff when I read it in approximately 20 minutes. Okay. Caught the Squirtle wearing a hat. There's 2 Pikachus wearing hats, actually. That's crazy. Okay. What are some deck builders you recommend, Shovel? I got to pick up some more from the summer sale. So I think Wild Frost is a great deck builder. I really like that one. Inscription, obviously. I think Slay the Spire, but you've probably already played that. Those are the big 3 that come to mind for me immediately. What are some other good ones? Let me go to my Steam page. Is there a way to sort by like how long I've played them? Can I sort? Can't sort by recent activity. Maybe I need to go to my profile. I can look at my games by how many hours I have in them. Right, okay. Super Auto Pets is sort of deck buildery. That's not a bad one. Mugenics has roguelike elements that can be good to learn from. Rogue Tower is a roguelike, although that's a roguelike tower defense game, so that's a little bit different. See. Yeah, I already mentioned. 20 Minutes Till Dawn, that's like a bullet heaven. If I was going to recommend a bullet heaven, I'd recommend Brotato over that. Brotato has some roguelike elements to it because it is a bullet heaven game, but oh, Backpack Battles is pretty cool. That's like a deck builder, but you build your deck inside of a backpack. That can be that one could be a cool one to check out. See what you can learn from that. Obviously, mentioned Wild Frost. Scrolling. Funny, Elsie is like a platformer with roguelike elements where you upgrade your like different platforming weapons as you play. But I think that one probably isn't the best. Probably not the best one to learn from for your deck builder with a gun. Yeah, I think that's probably plenty of games. Okay. It's the yapping section. I do be yapping. Minion below. Oh, I didn't mean to put the W. Okay, nice. Got a Squirtle with that. I think Isadora in the background. Hold on. Needs eye drops. She's had her eyes open for who knows how long. Shaders are very powerful. True. Shaders are wonderful. My math loving brain loves coding them. I'm not smart enough to do much with shaders yet. Yeah, shaders, Swinkly, shaders are just scarier than they look scarier than they actually are. You don't need to be too afraid of them, I think. I'm sure, based on the videos I've seen, I think you can probably figure them out. Nice. Okay. A 3-star Pikachu with a hat. Let's go. Now that's a special baby. Giving it the special baby tag. Nice. Okay, well that's nice. Thank you, Insandio. You have to think very differently than normal code in making shaders. Yeah, you definitely have to use a different mindset while you're working on it, but I'm trying to use GeoGebra as a game engine. I've never even heard of that. My game will have very cartoony art. Nice, nice. I'm going to task the rare animation speedrun. I mean, I think that means it'll just pop up instantly. Oh my gosh, an Eevee with a hat. Do you see this? Do you see this little Eevee wearing a hat? Oh, it's getting green screened because it's on the background. Hold on. Come on, camera. Focus on the Eevee. Focus on the Eevee. This is important. I'm trying to show off this cute little Eevee with a hat. I need to hide my face maybe. Huh? Yeah, camera? Hey, it's Eevee with a hat. Look how cute that little thing is. Get in the ball, Eevee with a hat. In case you didn't know this about me, I love Pokemon. I remember going to the Pokemon Cafe in Tokyo. Ooh, that was great. I think that one of the happiest I've ever felt. Like my wedding, Pokemon Cafe. Hey, Mount Shovel, it's Hyder. Hope all's well with you. Hey, welcome in, Hyder. I'm not that far behind. Oh, I mean, I said that like 10 minutes ago. Oof. Hello, Shovel, in about 10 minutes. Chat, if we talk enough, Shovel will never catch up to us. True, actually. True. Here's my idea. Single-player Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, where the complexity is emergent and not because of huge card text. A fusion that inherits both effects of fusion materials rather than a card having 99 words. Yeah, I think you're on to something because I feel like a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players actually do just want the game to be single-player. It's like they just want to combo out on turn one. But yeah, I think you are moving definitely in the domain of Slay the Spire like combos, like almost like the Silent or the Watcher with how that would work. 252 special attack choice specs Kyogre water spout. Oof. Funny jokes on you. I switched in my primal Groudon, so that water spout just got eaten by the sun. And I'm ready to skill swap with my Bronzong to turn the sun on, to turn your desolate land back on again. Shovel playing Pokemon Champions in his head and in chat. I'm so happy I fixed my game's camera system. Nice. I understood none of that. Yeah. He thinks more than me for sure. There are different types of Pokemon players. There's if they do this, then I'll do this. But if they do this, how can I get to an end game where I win? Versus, I click Rock Slide because that deals 4 times damage to Charizard. Which, I mean, essentially is my strategy against Mega Charizard. I have Mega Scrafty with Rock Slide. And if there's an enemy Charizard, my Mega Scrafties come into the game every time. Scrafty is also my answer into Garchomp because the double Intimidate. Now, if they have... The other thing is I use Mega Mawile. And so Mega Mawile is good into the Garchomp for the play rough because I don't really have any other source of fairy damage. But with enough Intimidate stacking, I can take down the Garchomp in the end game. But it's tough if they bring the Garchomp in early because then Scrafty needs to double Intimidate it, but then they can switch out and then I don't have the double Intimidate stack. So then I got a lot of issues. But ideally, if they run the Garchomp early, maybe I can set up a Nasty Plot on my Giraffe or something like that. You know, got some options. I was playing the Isadora playtest in my head when trying to sleep for a few days at the end of the playtest. Yeah, when you think about something too much, sometimes that'll happen. It's why when I was in college, there was a Flash game or something called 2048, which was about making a single tile 2048 by like combining numbers together. You know, you combine 2 2s to make a 4, 2 4s make an 8, and your goal is to finally make the 2048 tile. And I was hyper fixated on that. And so I was playing 2048 for like hours. And then when I would close my eyes, I would see the number tiles smashing together like in my head. And I don't have like full blown aphantasia, but like I don't visualize things very easily. So I couldn't like visualize past it. I was stuck with these numbers in my head and I was like, I think I'm giving myself like some kind of trauma. I can't sleep because the numbers are clashing together in my brain. So I had to stop playing. I had to stop playing 2048 so that I could properly sleep. It was not ideal. It was not ideal, but we get it done. You know what I'm saying? To build on my previous post, it's basically a power fantasy simulator where you keep using simple cards to make broken combos. You're forced because the enemies are cracked too. Yeah. I think you're sort of getting into the meat of what makes Slay the Spire so good. You get these broken combos. Now, Slay the Spire has the relics to facilitate the broken combos, which I think is like a really good design. Because you could also take general use relics if you don't get one that's specific to the combo you're doing. But on the flip side, if you are trying to limit the combo to being in the cards itself by fusing them together and powering up the individual elements of the combo, I think you can get something really cool there too. Although that doesn't lean into minion combat at all, but true fan unlocked. I'm so happy because today I finished a major update for my game. Nice. I like to build optimization puzzles. Yeah, that seems like essentially what Monarch is talking about. Like the hyper optimization such that you need to pull off these crazy Yu-Gi-Oh style combos is an optimization puzzle. I too had the Isadora's Edge playtest dream. Okay, yeah, I was dreaming about just like flinging myself into spikes at like massive speed. Oh my God, he took it from such a positive viewpoint. I was being condescending because I don't like Toby Fox writing very much. Yeah, I just heavily disagree with you. I think Toby Fox's writing is incredible. And I'm not going to say anything negative about your writing. I'm going to just casually move on. Best comparison for my game is that it's Undertale, but the entire mood is the mood of the true lab. That's definitely an interesting idea. You want to make sure you don't over-index into the like pacing because I think the true lab has a lot of big moments that if the game was all big moments, it'll start to feel a little bit flat. And so you want to make sure the pacing is still clear enough that the creepy moments and the stuff like, you know, when the amalgamation like pulls the blanket up over you while you lay in the bed or whatever, those kind of things, you want them to still be able to land. And so I think you can have the true lab vibe for the entire area, but you'll want to make sure that you add a little bit more pacing than what was done in Undertale, I think. Fear strats. Fear is my favorite. Yeah. Yeah. I think fear is fun, but it's one of those things that like once you're familiar with it, which if you don't know, it's the Rattata that has Endeavor and Quick Attack, and it's level 1 or whatever, so that you and the F is focus sash, right? So the rat will live whatever you do on 1 HP, and then Endeavor sets your HP equal to its own HP. So it'll set one of your Pokemon to 1 HP, which works better in singles, right? In doubles, it doesn't work as good, but you set one of them. I guess in doubles, you could Endure, right? You could cast Endure to stay at 1 HP and then Endeavor. So 2 E's, fear with 2 E's. Maybe the rat doesn't get Endure, actually. I think Armor gets Endure. Can I do some shit with that? Anyway, and then because you Endeavor to set their HP equal to yours, you set their HP to 1, and then Quick Attack will always kill. Won't work against the giraffe though, baby. We got Iron Tail. Azrael Dreamer, true. Is Sans or Absrad harder? Probably Absrad, but I'm not sure. Babies born 3 seconds ago have already made 2D platformers. Who is Absrad? Absrad is the true final boss of Hollow Knight, basically. Tidecrest Studios and PG Gamer both need to chill. Yeah, chill, guys. Listen to Lyra. She's in charge here. Bye, Taco. Yeah. Oh, I gotta go. See you later, Taco. Yeah, you can play as Richter until the first stage, I think. In Symphony of the Night, you mean? There's a Richter that you can play through the full game and like go kill Dracula as. I don't remember how you unlock it because you play as Richter up until the Dracula fight, you know, where he hits his signature line. What is a man? But yeah. I think every stage progressor game needs at least one junkyard stage. Yeah, what's up, Solid Plasma? I think Absrad is harder and more fun, though I didn't beat Sans, got too lazy, so make your own judgment. Yeah, I have beaten Sans, but I haven't played through the final Pantheon where you have to fight all the bosses in a rush. I did all the other Pantheons, but I haven't done Absrad in the context of the full Pantheon, and I have to assume that that's harder. But it also lets you put stuff to the left. People are asking if Isadora's Edge will have people are asking if Isadora's Edge is going to have Biowater, but the real question is, will there be a cogwork core area with gimmicky platforming and killer music? Yeah, I really think so. I think the people who did the playtest got to see like oh, did I mute my mic? No. I think the people who did the playtest got to see a little glimpse of what the cogwork core might look like in Isadora's Edge, what with the spinning spikes and stuff. In the finale climb is what I think I called it. I'm going to use some of those ideas for those kind of platforming, I think. I get a ton more from critiquing media than trying to lift good points. Yeah, I think critiquing media can help you learn a lot. But I also think looking at media that's really good and figuring out why it's good is very helpful too. So, working on a roguelike makes story delivery its own challenge. Yeah. Trying to add story delivery into a roguelike can be tough because, you're resetting every time. I think the classic example of how to do that is probably Hades, right? At least that's what I've heard. I haven't played Hades very far on my own, so. I hate it when games with a really good gameplay try to add a story and the story's just awful. Yeah. What's it? The one ProZD sketch? You got to deliver these eggs. I love people tearing me apart instead of finding good points. The people love tearing me apart instead of trying to finding good points. Yeah, I think one thing that a skill you have to learn as a dev is being able to take feedback properly. It's very difficult. But when people are, ripping you apart or tearing your game a new one, as it were, figuring out why they have a problem with it and what you can do to improve that experience is very valuable. Also, it's been, talked to death, but people are way better at focusing on negative stuff than positive stuff. So, that's a mistake you also want to avoid making. Is like when a lot of people are praising something and then one person says it's bad, it's really easy to think the person saying it's bad either is correct or to just, ignore all the people praising things. So, your flaws will heavily outweigh any merit you have, especially early on. I disagree with that pretty heavily. But I think it's also depending on the person who's consuming the game you're making, right? I think, for me, I really love to see the merits things have past the flaws. Like I really love when something's rough around the edges, but it has like one really nice element to it. I really love that really nice element. And I love when something feels handcrafted. And when I can tell something was made because the creator wanted it to exist, even though they didn't have all the technical skill to pull it off yet. And I can appreciate the thing about it that's really good. I really love that. But I think the general audience sometimes doesn't care. So I think it can be really discouraging when a general audience doesn't like the thing you made because of the flaws. But I think figuring out those, the things that make it good, like what are the merits that you actually had, and then polishing off the flaws so that the things that are good can shine through. I think that's really nice. So, you should verify grief. I don't know what that means. About subtext, I was cooked media literacy wise. Ask Monarch, then I discovered I have the memory of a goldfish. Yeah. I think learning how to consume media, like media literacy, is not easy. Being able to understand what is the point of something is very tough. And forming your own opinions on stuff is also sometimes difficult to do, but, playing Pokemon Go on stream. Yeah. And I still have it open on the side. If another Squirtle wearing a hat pops up, I will catch it. That's epic. Looks like you're not live on Twitch. Do you not dual stream? I tried to dual stream once and it didn't work, and then I gave up instantly. I'll try to figure it out again. I was thinking about trying to dual stream today, but I was already having some issues with my computer getting everything turned on in the beginning anyway, so didn't really have time to fiddle around with Twitch. But I do want to try to dual stream eventually, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't think he does. You play Champions too? Yeah, I love Pokemon Champions. Only YouTube? Yeah. Slay the Spire 2 is amazing. I haven't played Slay the Spire 2 yet. I need to. Uh-oh. Okay. Streaming with the crowd control mod. Oh, crowd control is like the viewers can like sabotage what you're doing in the run. That's cool. Death Howl is a pretty good deck builder. Death Howl. Let me look that up. I haven't seen it. Death Howl. Ooh. Art is sick at a glance. Yeah, this looks fun. I'm hooked on Mugenics. Yeah, I really like Mugenics. I think it's a very fun game. My only problem with it are the runs take too long. So like I end up like if I want to do a run on eugenics, I have to do like quite a bit of cat management, which takes a while, and then the run itself can take like 2 to 3 hours or something, and so that's a lot of time to dedicate to a single run. So that's the only thing that holds me back from playing it more, is it just eats up a lot of time. You know, it's like I could do like 15 matches in Pokemon Champions in the same amount of time. We've got a playtest out on Steam right now under Art Attack. Yeah. I have your game on my list. Don't worry about it. Thank you for the game recommendations. I'll look at them after the stream. Oh, nice. Shovel's been playing a lot of Pokemon Champions. He said, yeah. I've been so into Pokemon Champions. It's very fun. Been watching Cybertron's like team breakdowns. Been watching Wolfie. Obviously, I've been watching Wolfie for years, so that's not surprising. And I got Master Ball tier back in Sword and Shield. I think I mentioned that before. So being able to get Master Ball tier pretty quickly again. I got it in like 30 games or something. Felt really good. Like, you know, still got it. Although I have to learn all the cheesy strats, you know. When you get like, I lost to like an Overquill minimize team last night because I hadn't seen it before. That was frustrating. And then when you just get cheesed, it's a little bit like, oh, I didn't know they were going to do that. I saw like a pincer with a move that guaranteed crit into Anger Point Tauros, which maximizes its attack when it gets crit. And I managed to pivot my way out of losing that one, even though he had max attack Tauros, thanks to some heavy reads and a super dangerous setup of Trick Room so that I could outspeed the Tauros with my Torkoal. So I still managed to pull that one out, but definitely playing from the back foot because I didn't know what they were going to do. But it's very fun playing against like the big 6 teams right now with like Garchomp and Charizard, Floette, Basculegion, King Gambit. Like those teams are very fun to play against because I know what they want to do now. So it's like making the reads and figuring out how to pivot my way to a victory against them is way more satisfying because it's actually like a fun strategic matchup than desperately trying to figure out what kind of cheese they're trying to cook. I still struggle against rain teams, the Bridge, and the Bird. I had Thunderbolt on my Giraffe for a while to deal with the Bird, but I kept getting the 10% paralysis from it, and paralysis slows your Pokemon down. And since I was using Trick Room, slowing them down with the Thunderbolt paralysis means they now go before me, and that was really bad. And I lost like 3 different games to paralysis into them outspeeding me in Trick Room. So I was like, I can't run Thunderbolts anymore. So I need a different way to deal with rain teams. And so I added Energy Ball to my Armor Rouge because Energy Ball will one-shot Swampert. So if they bring Mega Swampert, one-shot Mega Swampert. So I can, if I predict the Mega Swampert switch in, I can one-shot it with my Armor Rouge. And so that's really helpful for turning the matchup. And then I still have to figure out a way through the bridge, but I have close combat on Scrafty, so that can do something too. Anyway, I need to stop thinking about Pokemon Champions or I won't be able to think about anything else. You should have your wedding at the Pokemon Cafe. Oh, dude. I wonder if they'll do like if they would open it up for a vow renewal or something at the Pokemon Cafe. That would be a dream. I'm enjoying Champions way more than I expected. I love competitive Pokemon, so it's not surprising at all to me that I'm enjoying it, but it's so good. I got an Eevee with a hat today. I saw a bunch of Caterpies, or maybe it was Wurmples. Not sure with hats. I see a Wurmple on my screen right now. Let me check. Does he have a hat? No hat on the Wurmple. I think the Champions matchups are pretty exciting. Nice. That's cool. Did I see the Pokemon Champions animation by Terminal Montage? I don't think so. I remember I was top 200 Pokemon Showdown running only stall in singles or doubles. I have a shiny Mega Scrafty I brought over from ZA. Oh, lucky. That's sick. I love Scrafty. Mega Scrafty is so nice. I really love that dude. Being able to pivot around with fake outs, and getting him in the right position to win the end game against Charizard and Garchomp is very satisfying. 2048 is pretty common. Oh, okay. Wow. I'm behind. My mother got 4096 on 2048 a few times. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I hit a 4096. I might have even got like the 81 whatever. The 8K, yeah. I think I might have even gotten 8K before, but I had to stop playing it because it was like literally ruining my brain. I fell off of Champions for multiple reasons, including if I ever got stuck in a stall war against another Fish or Snorlax, I might actually throw my Switch against a wall. Yeah, it's like the first time I went up against the Entrainment Snorlax, I faked out the Hawlucha, which let the Snorlax set up a stockpile, so I lost that one. But I realized my mistake was I can't let the Snorlax set up a stockpile. Instead, I need to lead with my Mawile. Probably Mawile, maybe Incineroar. Although I switched Incineroar off my team, so maybe I would need a new strategy. I haven't ran into it again. But the priority is not letting the Snorlax set up stockpiles and taking out the Hawlucha and then playing around the Fishers, I think. But it is a tough matchup. It is a tough matchup, that's for sure. I hear playing Tetris immediately after a traumatic experience helps prevent PTSD, and not sure how true that is. I've heard that too. I also don't know how true it is. Instead, I'll just enjoy this last half hour of Pokemon Go Community Day. Oh, is that what's going on right now? It's Pokemon Community Day with like the hat characters or whatever. What do you think about a deck builder with a party of 4 characters controlled by one player, each with their own deck? I'd have simple card effects to reduce complexity and cross-character combos. I mean, that sounds fun. It's very Slay the Spire-y, but it's almost like Slay the Spire meets a traditional RPG with having like the 4 characters and stuff. So, I had the playtest Dream too, but for some reason I ran out of power at 3 a.m. and got jump scared by Golden Shovel. It'd be weird if you said something negative about it since you've never seen it. Well, that's not true. I've read your writing in Writing General, right? The one lady who's like, by the way, you should never trust me because I love to lie to people and do misgivings and such. I think I read that one. There's a ROM hack where all the Route 1 Rattatas are Fear Rattatas. That's nice. I don't think you can even pull that off in Champions because levels don't exist. Yeah, in Champions, I think you would need to do some kind of Endure strat or something, or like a Focus Ash. When I have a conversation about somebody, I sometimes see it as a Pokemon battle and sometimes think stuff like it was super effective whenever I have a conversation. Yeah, that line I just dropped on them was super effective. They're weak to condescension. Can you give advice on getting jobs in game dev? I think if you want a job in game dev, I think learning Unreal Engine is pretty valuable. That's what I see a lot of the listings in right now. And then just prepping for the interview, because I think a lot of it is just nailing the interview, so that they are willing to give you the shot to be good to work with. So yeah, practicing like those kind of technical questions, making sure that you know what they're going to ask so you can be prepared for it. Because when they ask you some specific questions about how Unreal works, if you don't know, that's like a pretty bad sign. Final Climb is my favorite area, I think. Nice. That's cool. I really like the way the finale climb turned out too, so I'm glad other people like it as well. Hades is a huge inspiration. Nice. About Persona 5, I remember losing to him when I was 11, leaving the game. Oh, about Pantheon 5. I remember losing to Abzoid when I was 11, leaving the game, coming back at 13, muting my emotion performed so much better. I felt a heat so strong, I felt like a horn was about to pop out of my head. Nice. Yeah, I think being able to mute your emotion to lock in is a very valuable skill. I think that's sort of Insandio could attest. I have a sort of clutch factor in like boss fights and stuff where I can lock in and get it done rather than choking. I don't choke so much. And so I think that's how is I stay focused on trying to win rather than let my emotion get the best of me. And like, even when I let my emotion get the best of me, if I can turn it back off and lock back in, I can find an angle. Like I had one matchup where I accidentally let the bridge set up a bunch of stamina boosts because I wasn't playing properly. I think I let a Star Raptor set up a bunch of close combat defense boosts because I was not super familiar with what the Star Raptor was going to do. And so I let it set up a bunch of defense boosts and I was like frustrated. And then I was like, wait, how do I win this? And I realized I needed to play to like one single opportunity to crit the Star Raptor. And so I played to the out, went for the crit, didn't get it, but like I gave myself a small window to win rather than just like, throwing the game away. I'm still waiting to play Slay the Spire 2 until it's out of early access because I want a fully balanced game. Oh, nice. Yeah. I think that makes sense. Crowd control is fun, especially when they do it as part of an incentive with a charity stream. I see. I was really loving eugenics until people started telling me to min-max everything and it wasn't fun anymore, so I stopped playing. Yeah, I just don't listen to people. If people tell me to min-max stuff, I simply do not do it. I do what I would want to do and have fun. So, yes, the eugenic runs take so much time and brain power. Yeah. Also, sorry to ask, was there any chance to be playing my game today? Totally fair if not. I have somewhere to be in a bit. I'll stick around for as long as I can either way. Yeah, you're not on the short list for today, so I think I probably won't get to it. So, I got lucky because after practicing Abzoid, I beat him first try on P5. Oh, nice. Just got to enjoy single player games the way you want to. Yeah, exactly. I died to her like 3 times at the end of P5. Oof. Release your game, loser. Well, that's not very nice. That's not a very nice thing to say. Hold on. unfortunately, thanks to my overlay thing, I can't really ban people very easily, so I need to turn this off so I can ban that guy. Hope you guys don't mind. I don't get angry comments during live chat that often, but... Okay, let's ban this guy. All right. And there we go. Quite a process to ban someone because of my overlay, but you know. It's a part of a lead up to Pokemon Go's anniversary Go Fest. I see. I got the AK. Nice. Okay. Remake a Scrafty. Double Intimidate is also fun. Yeah, I love double intimidating with Scrafty. I feel like it's really fun. In the middle of a precursor headache, so I should probably sleep. Bye-bye. Oof. Dude, I hate when you can see that coming, but ref, he's making fun of my first draft. Caught. It's Sobble Community Day from 2 to 5 p.m. Oh, it's Sobble Community Day today. Oh, shit. Hold on. Oh, I see. Well, I definitely will need to end stream so I can go catch some Sobbles, but don't need to end too early. Bit out of pocket there. Thank you, Luna. Thank you. Oh, hey, wasn't expecting a stream. I knew, but I've been learning from your shorts. Hey, welcome, Gavin. Welcome. Good to see you. Best of luck if you're trying to get a game dev job. There's so much garbage going on in the game dev industry. If everything I've heard in the news as of late is anything to go by. Yeah, I think it's really tough. It's really tough because I've been to some of those like I don't know if executive meetings is the right term, but like the industry talk, and like the people with the money at the top are very afraid because for a long time the like profits in the game industry was like a straight up, I guess, you know, in the camera I need to go the other direction, so it's like this way. Like it was up and to the right, where it's like gaming was just making more and more and more money, so they wanted to just invest more so they could be the ones getting the money from it. But over the past like 2 years or so, it's like leveled off. So if we go this way, it's like leveled off and even dipped a little bit. And so they're very afraid of that. And because of that, they don't want to invest as much into game studios, and they want to shut down game studios if they seem risky. So the people who know nothing about the industry and are just the ones with the money at the top who angrily sit in their chairs going, more money, those people see the graph not looking as hot and are making decisions that make things worse for devs everywhere. So that really puts the whole game industry from the professional AAA side in a tough spot, which is why it's a better time than ever to be an indie dev. Not needing to rely on how some rich idiots view trends is a very good way to keep your sanity. What do you think about Unreal switching from Verse to C++? Switching from Verse to C++. I thought Unreal was already C++. Do I not know something? Oh yeah, Megastar Raptor is a menace. Yeah, it's like, once I know what to expect, it's not as difficult to deal with, but it definitely is an issue. I realized I needed to focus more on taking out his supports. Yeah. I'm hoping to get really lucky with any release. That's probably not happening. Yeah, I don't necessarily need to get like super lucky with my indie release. I don't need to make, you know, millions of dollars or anything. But if I make enough money that I can keep making indie games as my job, that's the dream, right? So, fun is greater than mismatching. Hey, welcome, Casualty. Good to see you. But yeah, I totally agree. Take your time with your game. Lovable sword. I can't do competitive games nowadays. Just single player RPGs and arcade games for me. Yeah, I generally prefer single player games. I don't like doing competitive games too much anymore either. Even with League, I only do like ARAMs, and I haven't done an ARAM in League in a long time. But Pokemon Champions, now that's fun. I love the strategic depth there. Was I at GDC? Not this year, no. I got invited, but I decided not to go because I wanted to work on Isadora. I was like, I'm such a like recluse game dev type where they were like, do you want to come talk at GDC? And I was like, I would rather work on that game actually. So many people in charge, especially in AAA, don't give a crap about games. Yeah, I agree with that. I love to use Black Sludge and then trick it onto other Pokemon. I don't know if it's a good strategy, but I like it. Yeah, sometimes those like fun one-off strategies can be really, really satisfying to run, especially on ladder when people aren't prepared for it. It can be really good. Crunch culture really turned me off of game dev as a career, so I'm happy keeping it as a hobby. Yeah, I can definitely see what you mean there. I remember my hours on Halo Infinite were absolutely brutal, and I like burned myself out majorly. And then I tried really hard to avoid crunching when I worked at other studios, trying to make that like a principle I stuck by. Even then, indie is rough too, though, especially if you're looking for funding. Yeah. Agreed. I'm hoping the Isadora's Kickstarter can keep me going to finish the game once I get the demo out. Also, if you want to help fund the the development of Isadora's Edge, becoming a member on YouTube or the Patreon are both extremely helpful. The Patreon members have kept things stable in a way that I cannot properly express my thanks for, so I really appreciate it. And on the Patreon, I post my like monthly dev updates, which gives you a behind the scenes look into the development and all that other stuff. You get monthly wallpapers featuring Isadora, other sales pitch. Hey, Abstract Spin. Hey, how you doing? Not helped by all the tech companies going goo goo gaga over AI to try and find a way to use less manpower. Yeah, it's rough. I just want to have money keeping games as well. Yeah, totally. How much AAA game you worked on? What was your role? So I worked on Halo Infinite, and I started as a gameplay engineer, and I got moved over to a content engineer, which the content engineering was like halfway between gameplay engineering and tech designer. And a tech designer is the tech stands for technical, not someone who designs technology, but a designer that can work an engine and knows programming and stuff. So a tech designer is someone who can actually write the scripts for the stuff they're designing themselves. And then a game designer is generally someone who's much less technical and they just focus on the fundamentals. They write like design docs and stuff, right? That's sort of the breakdown of the different roles. And so the content engineers were somewhere between tech designer and gameplay engineer, and they would work with the game designers who were much less technical to sort of as a team be one tech designer. And then I really got my stride as a content engineer. So then I was like helping bring the new content engineers that were hired up to speed. So yeah, I had like a small team of content engineers, and we worked together to put together a lot of the content with the game designers by our side. And so we started out doing a lot of the stuff in like the main first area of the map. And then because I was the one who was good at it, I got to help with the final boss. I got to help with the final Cortana dungeon. I got to do the anti-air gun island, which was a very fun area to set up because there were like streaming issues because that one island is so huge. So lots of fun stuff on Halo Infinite. And then the Bazaar, I was a gameplay engineer, but I was the only engineer on the audio team. So it was me, a sound designer, and a composer. And the three of us did all of the audio for that game. And I think it turned out really, really good. I was really happy with it. I'm the league goat. You got a good following at this point. That should definitely help you sell your game. Hopefully. Yeah, I would really like to be able to keep doing this. And I think I've put together a small team that is making incredible stuff. I think Isadora is turning out really well. I think the movement playtest went really well, and the scores that people gave were also really promising. And then I think Fur's animations and the pixel art characters look great. And then Malif has been cooking up insane area art. I mean, the areas in Isadora's Edge look incredible. Just gorgeous stuff. Hold on. For people watching right now, let me pull up like a little sneak peek so y'all can see one of the concepts. Yeah. Let's do a sneak peek of this concept art here. You guys ready for a sneak peek of some concept art? Go to desktop view. So this is the entrance to an area. I won't give any more detail beyond that, but this is an entrance to an area. And it is just gorgeous. And obviously this is the concept, so this isn't the finalized pixel art, but we went through a couple iterations to get to this concept, and it looks fantastic. But yeah, so that being said, Malif is cooking up on both the concept art and the finalized pixel art for these areas. Fur is making incredible enemies and animations. And we got a lot of good stuff going on. So ideally we can keep that going. And the demo should be out, before this time next year for sure. And hopefully the demo turns out really good. Hopefully people like it. You're invited to talk. That's awesome. So famous he gets invited to talk at GDC and rejects it. I think mostly I got invited because of Juniper Dev. So I think the credit to that goes to Juniper Dev for recognizing me as a fellow game dev. So I think maybe she's the one with the with the actual influence. But yeah. Also, I've been really impressed with how Juniper Dev has run her jam. I think it definitely goes into my easy to recommend. If she does another one, easy to recommend for beginners to get into game jamming. I think incredible leadership from her in putting her jam together. So he did it. He got to the end. Let's go. Boss move all the way. Patreon and members are goated. I agree. Patreons and members are absolutely keeping keeping things steady over here. Doing fine. Is Black Sludge? Oh, hey, it's Sobble Community Day. Look at all these Sobbles. So cute. Hold on. I'm not going to go through and catch all these Sobbles, but I will click them all to see if a shiny appears. Because if there's a shiny Sobble here, I'm going to catch it. Come on, shiny Sobble. Hook a brother up. All right. No shiny Sobble in my house. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm both a Patreon and a member. Nice. Is Black Sludge even in Champions? Yeah, I know the item pool is very limited at launch. I've been watching close enough. I actually don't know. I would guess not, since I haven't seen anything with Black Sludge, but I don't know offhand. I know a very common joke was that Rocky Helmet was the icon for the item shop, yet the Rocky Helmet wasn't actually in the game. Yeah. Thank goodness there isn't an assault vest yet. I really don't want to deal with assault vest on the bridge. I wish I could help financially. Yeah. No worries if you can't help financially, obviously. I know a lot of people are in situations, especially with the economy not being so hot, where they can't really afford the luxury of supporting content creators and game devs online, because it is definitely a luxury to be able to afford that. And so I totally understand. If you are someone who has the ability to support the development of the game, it means a ton to me, and it makes this possible. But if you can't, I totally get it. Hi, dude. Hey, Goshin Game Dev, welcome in. Perhaps it's been answered before, but have you considered voice acting for the game? I would love to hire voice actors, but I don't know what the voice acting is going to be like yet. I don't know if I'm going to do Hollow Knight style, where they just yell out, the fake language that Digit has been working on in the background, or if I'm just going to do like sounds, or if I'm actually going to have voices. I don't know yet. And probably the demo is just going to have, if anything at all, the demo will have some like light sound effects for voices, but so spoiler time, yay. Always fun finding a niche inside a creative job. Yeah, right. Preview. Hey, look at people reacting. Gorgeous. Let's go. Whoa. Ooh. Pretty. Let's go. I think the game's gonna do well enough. Hopefully. Thank you. Funnily enough, as I was watching the stream, I managed to get a Sobble with a perfect appraisal and a background. Whoa, that's sick. Perfect stats and a special background is nice. I don't know if my game is going to be good. I hope people like my demo. It makes one of the most engagement movement systems I've ever played. Nice. I mean, that's glowing praise right there. That's glowing praise right there. Yeah, I'm really happy that people liked her movement. I did put a lot of time into trying to get it going, I wanted to enter that jam. It looked quite fun. Yeah. The community are amazing. I agree. Also, on my walk, I got a shiny extra small Sobble. Oh, let's go. Dude, I love the extra smalls, especially because in Champions, they are smaller. Like, the size carries over. I want a full extra small team so I can, mess people up with my little guys. All extra small, except for the giraffe, which I want extra large. Although, I have shiny Mawile and shiny King Gambit, so I should say shiny Queen Gambit, because she is a lady. I support because I have a job and no bills to pay. And because you're awesome. Hey, thank you. Watching the stream and hanging out is a great help to Shovel 2. True. Just hanging out, just watching the videos, leaving comments, clicking the like button, leaving comment, all that stuff helps tremendously. I need to get a good Sobble, right? Breloom is my favorite Pokemon. Oh, nice. My favorite is Gothitelle. I love Gothitelle. My old program director had worked on the old school Sims and said that some people in the office would actually talk in Simlish. Nice. That's fun. I saw a video of extra, extra small Haxorus and it was amazing. Yeah. When they're extra, extra small in the game, it's so funny. Second place is Mawile. Yeah, I love Mawile. I shiny hunted the Mawile to use it in Champions. And it was worth it. Love Mawile. For which do you get a bigger percentage financially, as in less royalties, not where you make more? YouTube membership or Patreon? I believe Patreon. I'm pretty sure. But let me actually just double check that I'm right. Yeah, it's Patreon. I make more percentage on Patreon for sure. Have you seen the Brainless Jam? His theme was like little guys, right? I'm excited to play games that come out of that jam. Patreon gives 60%. I think Patreon gives 90%. So Patreon, I think, is the better one in terms of percentage for sure. Shovel is fully caught up. Let's go. I have shinies of all my top 3. I don't have a shiny Gothitelle, because I thought about shiny hunting for Gothitelle, but because she's my favorite, I kind of want the shiny I find of her to happen naturally. You know what I mean? It's like I want to one day stumble upon my shiny Gothitelle rather than hunt it down. We got there. I'm being support mogged by Patreon. If I swap to YouTube on Patreon, to YouTube from Patreon, do I get to keep my shovel icon here? Sadly, no. That's a YouTube only feature. Unreal announced that they are switching to a language called Verse, which is supposed to be better for games with thousands of people playing at the same time. Oh, I see. I mean, if Verse is easier to use than C++, that sounds real nice. Nice. Yeah. Unfortunately. Hey, Am, how you doing? Why I get white when you show my comment? I think it's because you're not a member. So blue is mods, that's Lyra. Green are members, and then white is just regular viewers. I think you lose the shovel lab. Okay. Now that I've almost knocked down my green screen twice today. I scooted it up closer so there wouldn't be any like green screen dust here, but that means it's like right up against my chair. I'm okay, quite tired, but done teaching for the day. Nice. Hey, kick back and watch some games. All right. I think I yapped for like 2 hours today instead of my usual. So let's play a couple games and then I gotta go do some community day catching because I want a shiny Sobble. Okay. First up. Damn, just noticed Lyra naps your shovel got that star on it. Yeah, Lyra has the 1 year shovel badge. Yeah, because Lyra got a membership as soon as they came available. I mean, she's been a mod for a channel for the while, so bad time to start the game section. I have to go now, but have a wonderful day, everyone. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Kat. Swinkly also has the 1 year. Yeah. Dang, this isn't between games till the end of the Yap section. Yeah, I was trying to respond to every comment and I got a lot. So I ended up talking for a while. Oh my gosh, now Lyra is 13 months. I'm a shining Pokemon. Let's go, Lyra. Let's go. Yeah, Lyra and Swinkly both got their badges immediately. So they're the 2 earliest. So they have the 12 years or the 12 months. 13 months now. Lyra's 2 months cooler than me. Yeah. I agree, Ahmed. +2 to Lyra. I think I'm close to 1 year as well. Let's go. All right. Let's play some games. First up, we have a game called Welcome to the Community. But first, let me check the new batch of Sobbles for any shinies. It's looking like a no. All right. That's fine. Okay. A +2s to Lyra. Lyra +2 or something. Oh no, Tic Tac Joe. I didn't see Tic Tac Joe. Let's go. 11 months. Oh, Lyra or Tic Tac Joe almost at 12 months like Lyra is. Let's go. +2s for Tic Tac Joe as well. Thank you, Tic Tac Joe. That's awesome. 11 months. Hell yeah. Swinkly with 13 months. Let's go. Look at the OGs in chat. Lyra, Swinkly, and Tic Tac Joe. 3 of the OGest of the OGs. That's sick. +11. True. Hold on. Let me hit some confetti in chat as well. Oh, I did not copy and paste that correctly. What the hell? Isn't that the code for doing? Am I stupid? Okay, anyway. Not quite as much, but a full quarter. Hey, AM with 3 months. Can we get some +2s for AM as well? There we go. +2 to AM, and Swinkly, and Tic Tac Joe, and Lyra. What's up, gamers? Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And actually, the support is hugely helpful. The base from YouTube and from Patreon really makes it easy to keep working on stuff. Yeah, plus big number. All right. 2. Welcome to the community. In Godot. Love to see that. Hopefully it launches. I did launch this last night to make sure it worked. Okay, it does. A long time ago. Oh, shit. The life there was peaceful. Uh-oh. Am I going to get hit by a car? Are we isekaiing? Until one day. Oh, there's a red orb. David, welcome in. Good to see you, David. A strange red beam of light appeared in the middle of the kingdom. The beam attracted monsters from different zones. And the kingdom plumbed into chaos. I think we're probably plunged, is what that's supposed to be. Maybe plumbed works. Okay. I think you guys can hear the game. I think I can't hear the game. One sec. That's... Okay. Now I can hear it big time. Okay. Okay, am I crazy? Or did this have like a little, like Kiss from a Rose by Seal for a second there? Hold on. Wait for it to loop. Got the metagame achievement. Reminder for others to like the stream since I just joined a few minutes ago and liked it. Hey, thank you, Am. Thank you. Okay. I swear I heard like a little like there. Isn't that giving Kiss from a Rose? Okay. Welcome to the community. User. HP 8. Standard. Okay. I'll just do it. Okay. Click to attack. Ooh, I like that. And I can just hold it. That's nice. WAS to move. Right click is a dash. E picks up weapons. Alright, I think I like... how do I switch? Space, okay. I think I like this weapon the most so far. Get some range. Oh, nice. We're gaming. Boom. We take him down. Easy mode. What's up, little guy? Okay. Collect my gold. The forest. Nice. Alright. Oops. I didn't realize they were going to spawn little slimes when they died, even though I think I've seen that happen multiple times. Alright. They take quite a lot of... quite a beating they can take. Nice. Okay. The text at the bottom is like, you destroyed a barrel. It's very funny for some reason. Nice. The fact that my projectile goes through walls and seemingly theirs don't is very nice. I gotta pay more attention to them spawning little guys when they go down, because I think I'm taking damage from that more than anything else. What's this? Oh, a new weapon. And I remember it's E, right? A long blade. It's very slow. It's very slow. Hold on. Sneak through. Try my new weapon. Oh, one shot, baby. Okay, I don't want to go to the next level yet. I want to explore. Nice. Okay, the damage from the long blade, it still takes 2 hits on these guys. Not ideal. It's pretty good. Oh, snark. Pretty good damage. I haven't seen much of a need to dash yet. On 8 coins, I'll take that. Ooh, is this a shop? Oh no, it's just money. Let's go. Okay. Did I run out of music? Hate when that happens. Boom. Okay. Very peaceful. I think I missed a way to explore. Let me go back to my boomerang blade for now. I destroyed a barrel. Looked more like a box to me, but you know, whatever. Is that it for this room? Okay. Then I'll go to the next floor. Slowly making my way downtown. Okay. Oh my gosh. Enemies come out swinging, huh? Let's long blade these fools. Nice. Okay, long blade is working pretty good for me. Oh, there's a new enemy. Oh, he explodes when he goes down. Got it, got it, got it. Some more cash. Thank God fish aren't into cash, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Oh, got the coin. Okay. Is it a bomb? Is it a new weapon? Well, I picked it up. I don't know what it is, though. Almost ran right into that guy. Nice, okay. Ow. Bro. Oh, dodged. Not even close. Ooh, a mysterious scroll or potion. I took it. Don't know how to use it, but I took it. What is that thing? Okay. Oh, I want the coins. Oh, I missed the coins. Another mysterious scroll or potion, okay? I should take out the enemies and then 3 essences, 6 coins. One day I will use these coins for something and it will be amazing, I think. Hopefully. Nice. Explode. Okay. Boom. Got it. Okay, don't accidentally touch the next level thing until I fully explore. Perfect. A new weapon crate. Ooh, okay. A shovel blade. Let's go. New main. Shovel blade, baby. They hate me because they ain't me. Okay, what's down here? More treasure. Boom. Tab to open inventory. Oh, okay, I see, I see. What's this? Press E to drink. Okay. I don't mind some magical potion. The water heals me for 4. Oh, well. Okay, so let's see. I got ball of tar. I can create oil. A golden gem. I can sell it for a lot. A strange paper that I'm studying. And a strange paper in the queue to be studied. Okay. So I have to wait. But I'm not under any threat on this floor right now. Is there any reason not to just wait for these to finish? If I go to the next floor, do they automatically progress? So I would consider a small thing is that, you know, players will do the optimal path even if it's not fun. And the optimal thing for me to do is if I find any scrolls to wait before going to the next level, since I can just identify them for free and there is no time pressure outside of that. So either there needs to be some kind of time pressure, which I think is probably not the solution, or you just make scrolls auto-identify when you go to a next level. Shovel blade. Shovel blade. Oh, baby, a turtle. Okay. Nice. Dodge. Not even close. Got all the essences. Got all that stuff. Boom. Is there any way to spend my money? I got quite a lot of coinage, but not a lot to do with my coinage, you know what I'm saying? I got 258 bucks and a gold gem worth of big dosh. Okay, so I think that fountain heals me. I can create oil. Unfortunately, I need to get going, but I joined the Discord. Hey, thanks, Gavin. Good to see you in there. Ooh, a new scroll and potion. Okay. Lesser summon. I can summon an undead skeleton. That's cool. Or a green rock. Okay, that's researching. Okay. Yeah, it's a similar problem right now. There's like no time pressure for me to come down and fight these things. So I really should, if I wanted to play optimally, just stand outside of this room until the research finishes, right? I'm not getting rid of my shovel blade, that's for sure. Oh, I found another shovel blade. Okay. Double shovel blade. In case I lose one, I have a backup. You know how it is. Dual wielding shovel blades. They said it couldn't be done. They said no one's ever dual wielded shovel blades before. Okay. More essence. Right? Double the shovel blades, double the digging. Okay. I am extremely wealthy. 353 coins. I would love somewhere to spend all this this gold I've accumulated. I'm full health. Danny Dove, hello everyone. Hello, Danny. Good to see you. Okay. I would love somewhere to spend my cash. Oh, the Slum King. Hopefully he's weak to shovel. Nice. Okay, I defeated the Slum King. Does he spawn? I unlocked Anzu. Okay. Relatively easy boss fight, I would say. Okay, anywhere to spend my dosh. I don't know what these symbols are, so I'm just gonna go in this one, I guess. Oh, okay. +3 damage. Deal damage by dashing into enemies. Get a short window of invincibility. 2 max health, 500 speed, 2 max health. Okay, so I buy the sharp edges for sure. Take the max health and speed. Take this. Shadow magic. Deal damage by dashing into enemies. Get a short window of invincibility when you land a dash attack. Okay, I don't love that, so I'm going to reroll. Fat belly. More enemy drops. Sure. Okay. Well, I finally got somewhere to spend all my cash. Oh, I spawned oil. Finally, I know what that does. Oh, kind of like a little shotgun, guys. Oh, nice. Music going crazy on him. Now I have 14 total health. Did I get hit by something? Okay. Dodging on oil is a little bit tricky. That's what the dash is for, I see. Luckily, their projectiles don't go through walls, so... Oh. This little pirate man is getting tricky with it. Oh! Oh-ho! Not today! Boom. Get shovel bonked, bro. Okay, the hallways are very safe. What is this? Vitality ×2. Ooh, okay. Oh, careful. Nice, okay. Barely got away with that one. Identified fresh herbs. Some herbs that can create healing potions. Scroll of minor healing. Valuable emerald. Golden gem. Okay. I wasn't able to sell those. Maybe I need to, like, run into a shopkeeper or something. Ah! Oh! Not today, brother. Oh, these are dashers. Okay, they're dashing on me. Ooh. Okay. I would like to destroy that guy, but I'm gonna wait for him to come down. So when I destroy those, they create the oil. So I'm better off not destroying those unless I have to. More herbs, probably. Presumably. I got a lot of essence. Gotta figure out what to use this essence on. Okay. Nice. Take out the pirate. Boom. Avoid the oil. Get this cash. Boom. Break these barrels that aren't oil barrels. Leave the oil barrels alone. Shotgun guy goes down. I have run low on music again. Very ominous. Okay. Let's find out what this is. Okay, it's just a big boomerang. Yeah, why would I use a big boomerang when I can have 2 shovels, huh? Boom. Boom. Easy money. Oh. Nice dodges. Take out the pirate. Boom. Okay. Boom. Let me get this chest up here. These new floors are much larger than the previous floors, huh? Okay. Nice. Open this chest. Get some more essence, whatever that does. Hopefully I find out something I can use essence on soon. I think there was just one guy left. Is that even the guy? Not sure. Not sure. What if I combine the oil with fire? Nothing happens. I expected that oil to like catch on fire or something since it was next to a campfire, but glad I explored that. Danny for 11 months. Let's go. Thank you so much, Danny. That's crazy. 11 months. You and Tic Tac Joe both shocked me this stream. Can we get some +2s for Danny? And also, Danny said, did everyone remember to like the streams? Thank you, Danny. Boom. All right. Game on him. Is that an oil barrel? It is. Boom. Only take a couple of hits to take out the pirate captain guy. Oh, okay, they got me. Ah. The oil's slowing me down tremendously. Okay, let's see. Can I actually use one of my healing? Need to create heal potions. Heal 2 HP. Left click to use. Boom. Oh, nice. That works. Heal 4. So let's grab another heal. All right, sure. Nice to be able to use those healing potions. I got herbs for creating healing potions, but I haven't been able to actually make one of those yet. I don't know what else I need. That oil I hit right there is creating big issues for me. Okay. That was dangerous. Gotta be fancy with the footwork there. What is this? Oh, it's an item. Oh, dang it. The oil is brutal, dude. Makes it very difficult to move. Okay. Luckily, that's what the dash is for. Okay. I'm gonna take out this pirate captain while I can. Nice. Oh, there's a fountain there. I don't know how much I heal at the fountain, but... Oof, close one. Take him out. Loop around. Accidentally. It's 2 hits on the captain, right? Okay. 2 hits on the captain to take him out, and then we need to play a little bit carefully with these guys. Great job on their anticipation frames, by the way. It's very clear when their attack is coming out. Thanks to the huge windup. Now, it's a little bit hard to tell them apart. Like, I can tell which one's the pirate captain, which is nice. But some of the other ones look very similar. So they're doing their windup, but I don't know if it's going to be like the shotgun or the circular spread or whatever. So you might change up the colors or something a little bit to make it a little bit clearer which attack, like which one is which, so that I can prepare for the attacks a little bit better, like on just a sight read. But maybe there is a clear difference and I just haven't spotted it yet. Thing. A lot of treasure. A lot of treasure. Boom. Okay. All right. I want to go back to that fountain and drink, but I should wait until I finish clearing out these guys. Because there's no reason to heal if I could heal for more later. Nice. This guy just up here shooting the wrong way or something. A funny guy. Okay. Any enemies up here? Some treasure chest. Another weapon that I'm probably not going to use because it's not a shovel. What are you? An iron blade. It's so small. Okay. Definitely. They're like. Are those like explosive mines or something? I have no idea. There's more dudes. Wow, okay. The second floor levels are absolutely massive. Like, maybe they've increased in size a little bit too quickly, maybe. Need to keep playing, though, before I can make that determination, but... Let's find out. Did they explode? I actually don't know what happened when I stepped on that. It's not clear to me what happened. Step on another one. Oh, it destroys the wall. Okay. So maybe I can use those mines to, like, discover some hidden areas or something, perhaps? Maybe not on this floor, but later. Yeah, it's like a landmine. Okay. Allow me to drink from the fountain. Oh, that didn't even heal me. 20 coins. Okay. I thought the fountain was just always a heal. Good to learn. Good to learn. Makes sense that there might be coins at the bottom of a fountain, so. All right. Quietly make my way over. Boom. Boom. All right, that guy's down. I should have read the herbs before I went to the next level. They can be used to create heal potions, but I don't know how. I love when the music comes back. Oh. That guy almost took me by surprise. Ah! Come on. Oh, wow. The pirate captains take 3 hits now? Brutal. More herbs that I can't do anything with. A bunch of money I can't do anything with. Essence that I don't know how to use. Come on. Boom. Ooh. Okay. Alright, nice. We took him out before he fired. One idea that might be nice for this game is if the enemies have a max fire range that they won't fire from. So that, like, you deal with a little bit less of the extremely off-screen bullets. Like, I can't even see the guy that those bullets came from. So maybe they don't charge their attack until they're a little bit closer to the player, you know? Just an idea. Okay, what's this thing? Oh, magic. Okay, I really dislike how difficult that is to aim. Since it's like a spread shot. Nice, okay. Got that guy in 2 hits. Can hit through the wall there. Nice, nice, we got him. W. Nice. Going through the wall is very powerful. Nice, okay. I assume the shovel's dealing huge damage because of how short range it is. Otherwise, I'm kind of just hamstringing myself for no reason. Other than, like, the fact that shovels are sick. Nice. All right, perfect, perfect. Good money, 565 bucks. Maybe I should just, like, be rushing to the next level so I can spend my money on upgrades as soon as possible. It makes sense that they kind of just run away after shooting, but it does create a little bit of a strange cadence of the fight. Although it doesn't even seem like that's consistently what they do. So it might be worth a pass on the, like, enemy, I don't know, AI, to make their behavior a little bit more related to the players, what the player's doing, rather than just kind of randomly moving around like it looks like they are doing now. But might not be super necessary. The random movement might work. Right now, the main issue might come from the slow progression, where it takes forever to be able to, like, spend your money on anything. Nice. Okay, it is a huge tactical advantage that my projectiles go through walls and theirs don't. It gives me, like, safety plays like this. Nice. Found a mysterious scroll. The tech, yeah. It's like the safety strats. Did I already find? Yeah, I already found the exit. It was like immediate. Oh, boss time. If it's a boss, I should drink my potion. Okay. Oh, okay. You got tricky with it. Smack him with the shovel a little bit. Guide scroll potions too. Does that let me craft potions? Oh, dang it. I'm very bad at dodging that attack. Oh, okay. Do I get his shotgun? Or I defeated the hunter? Nice, okay. So my guide scroll, potions too. Potions can be brewed in a cauldron by mixing 2 ingredients. Potion of water is the base for most of them. Potion of water plus a ball of Zlum makes luck. And a potion of water plus a Golba ball makes int. Lesser summon metal scraps. I don't know. Oh, why didn't I get the shop like I did last time? Last time I got a shop. Do I go here to shop? Oh, okay. Quick step. Longer dash distance, dull skin, double invincibility period. Forever gold. Gold coins never despawn. Burning spirit. Explosions now heal you 1 HP. Gold coins never despawning seems good because it means I don't ever have to play for grabbing the coins. But I almost would rather just have, like, stats. I'll buy it and reroll. Plus 2 damage, 300 speed. That's good. Bigger weapon boxes. Double healing. Okay, double healing seems nice. And then reroll for caffeine shot. Plus speed. All right. Well, used up all my money. What are these guys? 50. Why are there $50 humans? Oh, and then you can buy weapons. A material shop. I can sell this. Left click to sell for 665 gold. Okay. A magic store. I can buy scrolls of healing. Can I buy the scroll? The cauldron? Okay, so I can make potions here. Can I just use this? Nope. How do I... 30, 50, 50. I don't even know what those are. I'd love to buy this cool sword, but I don't even got close to enough money for that. But I can sell... Right click to... Left click to sell for 80, okay? I mean, I should sell these because they seem like that's all they're worth. Sells for $2. Sells for 12. Sells for 17. Sells for 32. Okay, I have 222 bucks. What's this thing? A weapon? Says you needed water potion as a base to brew. Yeah, and I don't have any water potions. Oh, alchemist doing. Okay. A healing potion heals for 4. Increase max health by 2. Oh, I do like max health. Increase int by 1. Increase int by 1. Okay, buy the potion of vitality. Love that. And then does that leave me with enough? It leaves me with enough to buy this pipe thingy. Okay, so I should use that potion of vitality, right? Max health by 2. That seems good. Okay, yeah, I have all these fresh herbs, and I don't have the supplies to buy them with. Okay, let's buy whatever this thing is. It's the most expensive thing I can afford. It's a weapon. Okay, I can't use the weapon in here, but all right, spent all my money, including selling my cool artifacts. I can't. Oh, I can't attack. Oh, I have to like charge it up. Okay. It's very powerful. Wow, it doesn't even kill those in one hit. That's wild. How much health do these things have? It's unbelievably slow. You see how the weapon grows? That's me holding the button. And then once it's full, I can throw it. Nice. Yeah, it's so slow. It's like got big AoE and extreme range. So it's like, it just encourages more safety strats. Against a boss, this seems like it would be really good. Or, I mean, really bad. I would need to switch to the shovel. Wrong word. Okay, these slow bullets, I just have to wait for them. Especially because this goes through walls and my enemy stuff doesn't. It's extremely safe. It's just extremely slow. Itch my head. Okay. The fact that it's so slow means grabbing the coins never despawn buff was pretty good. Okay, what if I use my shovel? How's that do against this guy? How many hits does it take? Seems like the shovel is not significantly stronger, even though it's so much riskier. Okay. Take these out from a safe distance. Yeah, I would say this weapon you might want to rethink. Because it encourages extremely slow safety strats. Oh my gosh, I spent 222 coins on it and then it popped out of a chest? You gotta be joshing me. That is definitely annoying. Okay, nothing down there. Oh, potion of intellect. I can raise my intellect by 1. Yeah, I think I'll use that. Boom. What game is this? This is called Welcome to the Community. Boom. And we throw. All right. Nothing over here either. Slowly killing these enemies for no real reason. Okay. Okay, that's to the next floor. Charge up. Charge up. Okay. Boom. Nice. All right. Finish this floor. In the darkness. Yeah, this weapon is not good when the game spawns you instantly into a bunch of enemies. I think I used all my healing already, right? Guess I'll try this summon. Oh, it's just like a little guy. That's cute. Okay, I have so many herbs that I could use to make potions, but... maybe I need to spawn into levels. Before I take like the thing that takes me to the next level, I need to switch to the shovel because this weapon just doesn't work. Okay. Really thought the shops would be combined. Yeah, I thought I would find like merchants and opportunities to spend my money during the level gameplay. Well, this seems like a cheap strategy that I'm absolutely going to employ. I only got 4 health. It's time for safety strats. Oh, a healing. I missed. Can I get this guy? Yep. Nice. The extremely slow bullets just make it hard to walk through. Okay. Boom. Take some damage. Little companion games are the best thing, even if they're useless. Yeah, I love this little guy. He's doing absolutely nothing for me, but he's my favorite. I kind of just want more little guys. Turn it into a bullet heaven, purely facilitated by my little guys. Look at him just swinging his sword away. He's like, just try to get close, buddy. Yeah, it could be worth despawning those bullets once you kill the enemy because of the fact that they kind of just like stop you from moving forward. There's like a lot of little design choices that are all adding up together to make the game feel very slow. Like I have a super long range charging weapons. My projectiles go through walls and the enemies don't. There is no time pressure whatsoever. My coins no longer despawn because of an upgrade I got. The slow moving projectiles. You see how everything compounds to make the game's like pace slow to a crawl. And it's like, if even 1 or 2 of these things were different, I think it wouldn't have the same pacing issue. Like, I wouldn't be able to do these super boring safety strats if the coins were still despawning, because I would lose the coins. Now, I could still do them and just give up on the coins, but then I'm, like, throwing the rest of my run away, which is also not the most ideal situation. Why I auto-type minion. Hold me back, boss. Hold me back. And these enemies feel like they're basically just like a weapon check. Like, do you have a ranged weapon? If so, proceed. Is that another shovel? Hold on. The upgraded shovel? Oh, hammer blade. Also a charged weapon. No, I want my shovel. Last thing I need is 2 charged weapons. Okay. Go. Yeah, also the music not looping, definitely. That's just a bug, you know, so that's something in playtest ever, oh, I need to fix that, but it also is another small thing leading to the slow vibe. The fact that there isn't music makes it just feel very much like you're waiting around. Okay. Oh, nice. Coins are still here too. Perfect. Collect those coins. All right, now I want to switch to the shovel before we go into the next one. Okay. No immediate enemies. Perfect. Nice. All right. Not sure what the point of this light effect is, though. Yeah. It's like, they wanted a different vibe for this level, so it didn't feel like the previous levels, and the light effect helps. And I think the creatures are supposed to be scarier, so I understand going for the atmosphere. But one thing is the light also does make the off-screen bullets effect even worse. No, my little guy from the like extremely slow bullets. Uh-oh. Watermans. Uh-oh. We got double Watermans. Double Watermans. Quickly. Dash away from Watermans. My little mans took a hit. Poor little mans. Ah! Lord, my little man's protected me from a hit that probably would have hit me otherwise. Yeah, it doesn't actually block you from seeing things outside of it. Yeah, it's not like too dark. And also it could be interact with like shadow castings on the tile set so that like you can't see into hallways that the light isn't like being cast into, which would help with the atmosphere as well. It's like I can still target these things just fine. And you can see how slow paced, because I have a ranged weapon that I have to charge up, how slow paced it becomes to clear through these obstacles. Can I finally craft potions? Nice. Oh, yeah, I have to study it first, right? There's another design element that slows things down. Studying. Okay. What is this? A scissor blade. I don't know what makes this a scissor blade. Oh yeah, me and Skelly Man's chopping them up. But it looks like it might be a more expensive weapon, so I'm gonna hold on to it. Because I like expensive weapons. Give me the Gucci scissor blade, you know what I'm saying? Give me a little Celine. The map kind of ends over here, huh? What's going on? Nice, more coins. Nice. Oop. All right. Okay. I didn't even pick up those coins, but it's fine. I probably need to go back that way. Okay. Come on, little man's run! No! I took the damage. Dude, a red bullet from nobody that's just living off screen forever is so frustrating. Okay. Boom. Nice. All right, now let's just come wait over here for a while. Oh, shit. Little Skelly Mans, you alerted me. Okay, can I come through now? Perfect. Oh, and a heal. Oh, and that's the end of this hallway. It goes to nowhere. All right. Come back this way. I think I left some coins behind because I was confident I was gonna have to come back this way. I don't think I went this way yet. Right. Seems like I threw a boomerang that way. Oh, I did come that way. Why didn't I grab those 2 treasure chests? Huh. Strange. That's the way to the next floor. Okay. Do I keep my charge? Not worth the risk. Especially since I have scissor blade now. Okay. Oh, I can give my little man's. I can give my guy a different weapon. Oh, I could have given him one of my charging things too. Oh, man. Oh, the boiler. Oh. Little man's. No, careful, little man's. This thing is dangerous. Little man's. Little man's. It's too sad. I'm cry every time. Oops. Oh. Okay. Oh, and I'm dead. Okay, I needed to keep the distance. Accept your fate or... Oh, you did not save the kingdom. Better luck next time. Say to the boiler. Okay, yep. Happily back to the menu. Okay. Let's think critically about that game and see what kind of feedback we can provide. So I think... Oh, I unlocked quite a bit of new characters, which is cool. Agility, durability, 1 extra weapon slot, shadow steps. That's kind of like the mage, right? So I think one thing that this game definitely... is there a... Hold on, let me mute. Okay. One thing that definitely happened in this game is the pace slowed way down. And going through the levels, the pace slowed way down because not only did the levels get larger in size, but also there was less stuff. There was less stuff in each level to really interact with, and my weapons became longer range. And the stuff we kind of talked about while we were playing, where it's like, it was just like a bunch of small decisions layering on top of each other that help slow the game to a crawl. Like right now, isn't the best strategy for me to just hide back here super safely, since their projectiles can't go through walls, and just like pick them off one at a time, right? Why is that guy in the wall? It's like, I wonder if you need, like, if my projectiles shouldn't go through walls, you know what I mean? Oh, right. I also can pick up coins. Yeah, it's like a lot of stuff. When I'm in the fray, when I'm in the action, dodging stuff and attacking, the game is fun, right? That's when it works. When I'm playing super safely and hiding and trying not to take damage, that's when the game doesn't feel as good and feels really, really slow. And obviously, I'm going to play slowly if that's the best strategy, right? It's like, I'm not going to take unnecessary risks if I don't have to, because then I'll die. So, like, essentially, I'm ruining the game for myself by playing it too slowly. Additionally, I spent all my money on like an expensive weapon that was like a slow charge, super long range weapon. So it's like either I abandon the thing I just spent all my money on, or I adopt that super defensive, super slow play style, right? And it's like, generally what you want to do is encourage your player to play in the way that is the most fun, right? Like getting in there and really swinging and trying to dodge actively is fun. However, that's a very risky strategy. And so taking those kind of risks feels very silly, especially if you like take the damage and die, especially because healing was really quite difficult to come by. You know what I mean? That's a fun design where you have to hit enemies up close to recharge your ranged attacks. Yeah, that's one way to like encourage it, is that like, you can't use your long range safe attacks unless you hit up close. So you earn yourself some safety by playing defensively. Additionally, it's like the classic, like if you want to heal, deal damage close up, that can work too. Because healing was really at a premium, which also encourages you to play super safely. And the fact that I couldn't see, and some of the enemies have like really nice tells, but I think as as the game went on, there were like less enemies that had the nice tells, you know? I feel like the tells became a little bit rarer. So let me switch to this and equip this. Yeah, this is like a tiny little weapon, but I kind of want to use it because it seems more fun. Little campfire, guys. Oh, something I can spend money on. Oh, and I have enough. Okay. A mercenary hired for the next floor. Oh, does that mean I got little guys with me on the next floor? Okay, I'll take that. Take notes from Doom Eternal. Yeah, that's the first one that comes to mind, where it's like Doom Eternal encourages you to get up into the fray because you heal by like being in on the action, you know? And also, I think partially because it wasn't clear that the other button was a shop, so I didn't go to it. So you might want to make, like, literally put text there, make it very clear, or make it mandatory. You have to go through the shop to get to the next level, because I skipped the shop, although I didn't really have any money because I spent it all on upgrades. So you probably want the upgrades to be a part of the shop, because those upgrades really baited me into thinking I needed to spend all my money there. And if you spend all your money on the upgrades, you're not going to have money for the shopping. I feel like there was too much stuff that I could buy in the shop and not enough money to buy lots of different things. And the shops don't happen very frequently. Oh, look at my little guys. Look at my little guys. It's me and the homies. Be careful. Be careful, Rockino. You don't want to take damage for no reason, my mans. Look at him go. Dude, look at my little guys. They're crushing. Nice. Me and the homies. For example, you use the shovel for 5 seconds, swap to the boomerang, and switch back. Yeah, something that encourages me to actually swap with my weapons more would be nice, because I kind of just like pick the dominant one and use that, which makes sense to do, right? As a player, you pick the best weapon and main it because that's the better weapon. And you can have a second weapon for like other situations, but unless those situations pop up. And then I tried to use the melee weapon against the boss, but because he didn't have any tells at all for his attacks, they just fired out. They just fired out instantly. Oh, my throat's giving out. There weren't any other tells for the boss, so his attacks just came out instantly. So using the melee actually was a mistake. I should have been throwing the charge shots the whole time. So trying to have a backup weapon to switch to for a boss fight was actually a mistake because the boss didn't have like proper tells. The attacks just flew out before I even had a chance to react to them. And that's another thing to keep in mind is like, I'm decent at the planning, but I have a substandard reaction time. So I have to plan ahead if I want to have a chance. And that boss was essentially just a, if you don't have a good reaction time, you're going to suffer. I heard like banging outside my window. That's scary. No, Rockino, you got to be careful, dude. Dodge stuff, man. You're going to die. Although I think it said that I only keep these hirelings for one floor, right? So sadly, I fear that Rockino might not be with me for very long. Okay. Boomerang seems like a good... I like the fact that it comes back to me. Oh, I can throw multiple boomerangs with my one boomerang? That's sick, actually. Yeah, so that's the kind of thing that I would definitely think about, is like, how do you encourage weapon switching, and how do you increase the pace? Like, what are the design elements you can add to make your player take action more quickly? You know what I mean? They just like you. Yeah, me and my homies. Could these charged weapons actually all just be alt fires or things that charge up in the background? Yeah, that's another thought. It's like your main weapon, when it's not being used, it charges up like a special attack if it's in your offhand. Alternatively, right now you have your dash on your on your right click. You could have your left click and your right click be separate weapons. That's a whole different design, but a way to reward you for having different weapons that you're using, rather than just like using the most dominant one like I'm still doing right now. I really love my little guys. I don't want to go to the next floor because I'm going to lose them. You know what I mean? They're my like cute little homies, and they're not going to come with me to the party. Oh, they stayed with me. What the heck? It said for the next floor, so I just assumed I was going to lose them. And they healed. All right, me and the squad. Be careful, guys. Be careful. Guys, be careful. Wait, I think I'm the one that took damage. Never mind. Me, be careful. Oh, and we healed. Yeah, I love the idea of having a summoning build, especially because my previous summon was like a skeleton, right? So being able to like having an alt weapon that has like a super long cooldown, but casting it summons a skeleton, so that like I'm using my main hand and I switch to my offhand to summon the skeleton. And then maybe even it's like you charge up the specials by hitting with your main hand. So like as I'm attacking with my main hand, I'm building up my skeleton summon. And it's possible you make the charge rate, the charge of your secondary decrease over time. Like if you're out of combat for long enough, which encourages the player to play more aggressively, which is the more fun way to play. That could be something. Also, I have all this essence and I have no idea what it's for. Probably for like crafting potions or something. Would have to be my guess, because I didn't get to do any potion crafting because I collected a bunch of herbs and nothing to do with those herbs. That's another problem. No, Rakino died! Rest in peace to a real one, Rakino. You will be missed. Rakino was my homie FR. Can we all press F in chat to pay respects for Rakino, the homie? I tanked that for Potato Kata because I didn't want Potato Kata to die. But yeah, that's another thought. Okay. Drink this. I healed. F. Yeah, that's another thing that I think is suffering a little bit, is there's like gold and there's essence and there's hirelings and there's all kinds of different weapons and there's crafting and there's scrolls that you have to identify to learn the potion recipes and gems that you can sell and maybe use for some kind of weapon enchanting or something. Like, it feels like there's a ton of different systems, but there are so many different systems that getting all the pieces of one system at a time to actually like interact with it, it feels difficult, right? It's like, it's hard to actually put together the potions, which is pretty frustrating because like I collected so much essence and so many herbs in the last run and just never found the scroll that let me do anything with it. And even if I found a scroll that let me do something with it, I also never found a way to like get like bottles of water, which I think I also need, right? So it's like, I think probably you should have more of the systems have like interactables that can appear on the stage. Like imagine here, I find a little like potion maker. Oh, another camp. I can buy more hirelings, more squad. Oh, I love buying hirelings. Okay. 120. I got Colin and Rakino. It's an imposter. The real Rakino died. The real Rakino is dead and he's not coming back. It doesn't matter, Potato Kata. We have to accept that. But yeah, so I would say add stuff to these floors that allow you to interact with the systems, right? It's like this little thing that I can drink from is interesting, but like, what if this was a place where I could use some of my herbs to craft something, or I could refill my potion bottles or something? Maybe they had a necromancer revive him. Maybe he faked his own death. Yeah, it's like, I think what your floors need is more of this kind of stuff. These one-off interactables or shopkeepers or merchants. Like, they're like, I think, you know, someone just mentioned in chat, maybe they had a necromancer revive him. But imagine when you get a hireling, when their HP goes to 0 and they die, they stay in your bar, right? So like, I would still have Rakino's like corpse with me, and I can find necromancer and I can trade him essence to revive my teammate. Like stuff like that would be really fun. Gives me a use of collecting essence. And if one of my teammates dies, and then I find a wizard who's like, I will increase your weapon damage permanently for 100 essence, and I could say bump off, I'm saving my money to revive my buddy Rakino. You know what I'm saying? It's like having more things that interact with the systems that you get to make meaningful decisions. As I mentioned in the pre-chat or in the pre-gaming yap, making meaningful decisions is like the key to a fun game. And so being able to choose if I want to spend my gold or if I want to spend my essence when I find one of those like interactables on the floor would be good, right? Imagine I can spend essence at this fountain to heal, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to spend some essence on a heal because I'm low, right? Or if I can spend my essence on a summoning ritual to create a person on my team, like a skeleton or something, right? And then you could have a difference between like temporary teammates and permanent teammates, right? Look at the squad. Look at the gamers. Oh, it's a boss fight. Be careful. Be careful, gamers. Gamers, be careful. Oh my gosh. He already dead? The squad, bro. Oh, we took him down in 1 second. Whoa. Colin, is that Colin's sword? Hey, Colin, you want to switch weapons with me? Oh, that's crazy. If you pick a hireling that has a really great sword, you can just yoink it. That's so funny. Okay. With that in mind, I should also give the boomerang to him so that we have a ranged user. The gang is tough, that's for sure. Nice. I like that I get to keep them. All right, we should go to the shop. Glasses give me 2 luck and 3 int. Gold coins never despawn. Offering statue. 1 max health, 2 damage, 250 speed, plus speed. Okay, I definitely want the speed and health and damage. Luck and int seems good. And then just some speed. All right, continue. I have 28 gold in this shop. So I can sell the gem, right? Left click to sell, okay? And this guy, oh, this guy has the balls of slum and tar and stuff that I can use for potion crafting. I can buy a potion of speed, apply speed. There was someone that sold a potion of max health, right? Can I buy that? Oh, here's the water that I can use for crafting. Increase int by 1, max health by 2. Max health by 2. Increase move speed. Okay, so I definitely want the potion of vitality. And then I should sell this for 32. Okay, he doesn't want the scroll. Who wants the scroll? Do you want the scroll? Okay. Do you want the scroll? Okay. That seems unnecessary. Since all the merchants are in here anyway, needing to sell it to the right person feels a little bit goofy. Okay. So do I want more vitality? Oh, the vitality came back when I left. I probably want the vitality. And then I can also buy intellect. Oh, no, I can't. That costs, I thought I had 90. Maybe I can't read. Oh, I have 95 essence. Okay. And then I can drink these, increase my max health, Perfect. Oh, and there are hirelings. Okay, I need to save my money for hirelings at the shop. That's the priority. I can sell for 77. Oh, I can sell my current weapon. I see. I don't want to do that. Get out of here. The squad. Quickly, dodge the bullet, squad. Can't move. Okay. No. Okay, be careful, gamers. Okay, when you have a squad, the game is way more fun. You might want to lean into this aspect of it. Running around with a bunch of people and giving them different equipment so that you all work together. The game is even called Welcome to the Community. It feels like this is what the game is designed around. But there was nothing that led me to interacting with these systems the first playthrough. Wow, that guy survived the gang for a while. Nice. There's eat a drink. Weapons exchanged. My back. Oh, the fountain didn't do anything. That's lame. Yeah, that's something that does happen a lot too. Is people add the cool stuff you find. They give it a chance to like fail or whatever. No, Colin, be careful. I already stole your sword. I can't also let you die. That'd be such a jerk move. Careful, gang. Careful, gang. No, gang. Gang! It is hard to keep the homies alive. I tell you what. But at least I got Colin's sick sword, right? I stole that from him, so even if he dies, at least I stole his weapon. Colin! No! Well, at least I got his sword. I should have taken the boomerang back from the guy before he died. Ah! Oh! Close one. Yeah, so I think... No! Well, I let all my teammates die. That's rough. That's rough, bud. But at least I got Colin's sick sword. Yeah, so that's what I would sort of think about for this game is like making it so there's more ways to interact with all the cool systems, because clearly you've put a lot of thought and a lot of effort. I don't need 2 swords, I think. But my other sword's kind of ranged. Whatever. This sword's really good. Oh, you know what? I should keep the boomerang in case I get another teammate, right? Yeah. So I think that's what I would sort of lean towards is like making it so that exploring these levels is a little bit more rewarding and a little bit more fast paced, as well as leaning into all the different systems. More camps with hirelings that you can hire, more ways to interact with the hirelings, ways to do more potion crafting, like just unlock the systems a little bit more, rather than you have to play through a bunch of floors to collect a whole bunch of resources to spend at one shop, like spreading things out a little bit more. So the gameplay is like a little bit less, dude, stealing this guy's weapon early on was unbelievably powerful. Like, look how broken this is. It's like a ranged mega AoE sword. That's crazy. But yeah, so I think the game is fun. Like the mechanics work when like I'm playing in the fun way. And if I get lucky that the systems work together, like hiring the hireling and yoinking his sword was like a fun interaction. And then like having my hirelings die is like a pretty fun thing to do. Like trying to keep them alive and being sad when I lose them, and then hiring new ones and replacing the squad, picking the weapons out for them. Like there's lots of fun stuff to do here. But it's a little bit locked behind the fact that there's like so much downtime, and the game really encourages you to play super slowly. So yeah, I think I've covered everything I want to say, really. I healed. I didn't even realize I was that low. Okay, let's speed run to the end here. All right, nice. Okay, next game. I think I have time for one more before I go do some community day. Okay. Because I know that this one is relatively short in scope. Next up, we have Dig into Dark by 591ML Studios, also known as Bubba and Bits. We have Q, E, WASD, J, and K. Got it. Dig into Dark. Okay. Or am I not? Oh, okay. The cursed mine has claimed another soul. You will never escape. Keep your lantern lit and collect treasures. Delve deep and uncover the secret of the ancients. Press start to begin. So drill is A, climbing up is B, move is D-pad. Okay. I'm digging in the dark. What's this? Oh no. I'm bringing my rope with me. Me and my rope go way back. Okay. Am I just going down? Okay, no. Nice. I think... Oh, hey, look, I'm digging on myself. What's up, little man? Hold on, can I dig over to my own head? Hey, what's up, bud? Okay, I actually can't go any further to the left, sadly. Otherwise, I would dig in my own head. What is this? Don't know. Don't know what that is. Some of the stone takes more time to dig through. I wonder if that's a relevant mechanic. Dig into dark. I assume I'm like looking for an exit or something. Is there any meaningful way to find it? Yeah, I'm basically out of time. Oh, that's the exit. I see, I see. Oh, but now I only have 60 seconds left. Is there any way to improve my ability to find it other than like going systematically? Just looking for a purple door? Oh, it was like way over there. Seems like I died on the second layer. So, is there any more meaningful strategy? Grab item is down in A. Select uses the item. Okay. Oh, well, I found the first one. Pretty lucky spawn, I would say. Okay, let's just dig down. Keep an eye out. Let's dig up here. You have to be really precise with where you put this, like, climb up thing. Okay, I fell down. Pretty satisfying little fall, actually. Okay, I should not be digging on the outermost edge, I guess. I haven't found any items yet, either. Oh, but I did find the exit. Pretty lucky. Okay, let's go this way. Oh, nice. Well, when you get lucky, I suppose. Okay. Hey, nice. Found it. Well, when you get lucky, you get lucky. Oh, I can upgrade. But I have not even close to enough points to upgrade. Okay. Okay. Kind of just hoping to stumble upon. Do I get more score for digging these really difficult to dig ones? Let's find out. Oh, I see. I see where the gameplay comes in. It's like I should quickly dig these like expensive ones. Since I know where the exit is, I should dig these difficult ones for the extra cash. Is there another difficult one over here? This way I have more money. But that being said, I still need to get lucky enough to actually find it. Well, but how am I going to get lucky enough to find it easily, you know? It just seems impossible. How could I possibly find it? You know what I'm saying? Alright, let's dig these out for some big money. Alright, and let's take the exit. And then hope we get lucky again. You know what? Since I don't know where the exit is, I couldn't see the progress bar, so I abandoned that. Spent a lot of time digging on something I couldn't actually dig up. Unfortunate. Now I have oil. I don't know what the oil does. Okay. We're just trying to find the exit. Oh, we found it. All right, let's grab some money. In case we get a shop after this floor, it'd be nice to have some cash. So let's dig these out. Okay, we got 10,000. Boom. And we have oil. Okay, layer 8. Let's use the oil. Oh, oil increases my vision range. Perfect. Okay. There's like an enemy there, I think. Oh, shit. Okay, so the oil increases my vision range, but... Oh, I should have used my oil before I picked that one up. Okay, I should increase my vision range while I can. I thought it would last longer. Nice. Oh, there it is. I saw it. Okay. I almost abandoned this path right before finding the exit. Okay. Nice. We actually made it to the shop. Oh, it's not the shop. It's not the shop. Okay. Okay. That's crazy. We popped the oil but didn't get a glance. Oh, and we found it. We found it anyway. All right. Lucky. Lucky, lucky. Unbelievably lucky that we made it. All right. I want the lantern upgrade for sure. Yeah. I can't see further. I thought the lantern upgrade for sure was going to let me see further. Do I need oil to power the lantern? I thought the lantern was just default range, especially since it was expensive. I just assumed that that was going to be the... I guess that's what I get for assuming, huh? You can see 1 pixel further, right? Okay. Oof. Rough. Rough. Okay, we found it. And I'm just... There wasn't even an oil spawn on that entire floor. Okay. We got the oil. I can't see my progress bar when I'm at the top of the screen. Okay. Alright. Found the exit. Is that even going further? I truly cannot tell. Honestly, it looks like that upgrade is doing nothing. I spent 10,000, and it feels like it's the same range as it was before. I was really hoping that was the exit. Yeah, the lantern upgrade feels like it literally didn't do anything. This is a bad choice. I shouldn't have popped my oil there either. There it is. The lantern upgrade increased the time that the lantern's active. Oh, I see. Weird upgrade. Kind of, I feel like the time the lantern's available realistically... Oh, hey, nice. We found the exit. Realistically shouldn't be the most expensive upgrade. It doesn't feel that impactful. Let's grab... I don't see any valuable cash here. Let's just take the exit. We have $5,000 anyway. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's not... I almost popped my oil because I thought that was a bottle of oil. It's actually an enemy. Presumably, I need to avoid those enemies. It's nice that the progress... Oh, okay. Presumably avoid those enemies. Okay, presumably avoid those enemies. Unfortunately, I'm digging a path here that doesn't really help me all that much. I need to probably come up top here and pop the oil. There it is. Okay. Good decision to pop the oil there, because if I went straight down like I was planning to, I think I instantly lose. All right. Now we can get lantern fuel costs 2,000 and the drill upgrade costs 8,000. So this is the only one we can afford. Oh, there's an enemy there. What does the lantern oil upgrade do then? Oh, it makes lantern oil show up more often? Ah. Or at least it sure seems like that's the case, huh? Very slowly dig to this oil. Nice. Oh, it's up top. See it. I saw it. Almost didn't spot it. Almost didn't spot it. But we got there. Perfect. Oh, there's oil. Nice. But can I get it? There's an enemy in the way. Nice. Drill upgrade next? Yeah, ideally. Okay, the timing upgrade is actually pretty powerful. There's like not an easy way through this absolute wall of minerals. Yeah, that lantern usage didn't give me anything. Perhaps I should have dug my way. Yeah, I should have dug my way down first. I need to use this. Okay. I did not need to use it, but we'll grab this oil. Okay. Uh-oh. Didn't spot any oil. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! Can we make it? Oh, 3 seconds left. Hopefully we spawn next to the portal. Oh, I can't go down there. I don't got no oil. I kind of just have to hope I drill right down into the portal. Now I don't have enough time even if I find it. All right, GG. Oh, it was way down in the corner. Game over. All right. I gotta stop bumping into my green screen. Let's think critically about this game and see what feedback we can provide. So I think one thing is definitely the game is super RNG based, right? It's very dependent on your seed. Like where does the door spawn? And there's not a great way to control that. And I didn't clue into the like mining the more expensive bricks so that you actually have cash. Which is an interesting decision point, I think. I think that is interesting design. That it's like, do you spend your extra time mining these expensive resources so that you have more points that you can use to buy upgrades? That's interesting. But because the portal is so RNG based, it's hard to actually get the opportunity to make those interesting decisions, you know? Because mostly you're just like, can I find the door in time is like the top priority. I think you did a pretty good job of balancing, like, for the mechanic as it is, a good job of balancing like how that works. But it does feel quite a bit like, almost like I should be avoiding the expensive brick so I can find the doorway as fast as possible, because I haven't done any I haven't tried to do any unnecessary extra point grinding this time around. And I'm still starting to like bleed my time, you know? Is it in Pico 8? Oh, oops. Okay, well now I got plenty of time. So I should really grind out some resources to get some upgrades, right? And I think needing to figure out how the upgrades and stuff work through playing and like experience with them is fine. The controls for picking up the upgrades are a little bit... I understand why you don't want it to auto pick up, because you want to give a chance for people to like use their things creatively. And I think you're kind of limited by wanting to have the inputs work with an NES controller. But yeah, it's a little bit awkward to grab the pickups. Did I just miss the exit? Okay, there it is. Okay, I want some cash. How much are these purples worth? Only 200. Can't even get the cash if I want it. All right, we gotta climb back up. Okay. And now on layer... okay. Going into layer 5 is where I get the chance to spend my money. I would consider making the upgrades a little bit more affordable in the beginning, and then get more expensive as it goes, and then having the more difficult to mine, more difficult to drill resources that give more money show up later, so that you can like balance it out a little bit more. Because I did actually grind out extra resources there on that layer before the shop, and I still can't afford anything. And I think that's a pretty bad feeling. Getting to the shop and being unable to buy anything is pretty bad. It's nice to be able to like try to plan out your upgrades a little bit more. And also because the balance here is like lantern fuel costs 2,000, and then these ones are so extremely expensive. And I think it's probably because you don't want the drill upgrade and the lantern upgrades coming early. So you want people to buy the fuel upgrade first. So you make this one way cheaper, so it's actually in range. But potentially, I think you should make the first stages of these upgrades really cheap, so that you can buy 1, 2, or maybe 3 upgrades the first time you make it to the shop, because that clues you in on how it's going to work. Also, potentially, you could make the shop show up a little bit more often, maybe every 3 instead of every 4 or something like that, just so it's a system you get to engage with a little bit more. But overall, I think the mechanics are pretty delicately balanced for what you were going for, with like the Nintendo, like the NES control scheme, as well as like the simple graphic style. I think it works pretty well. I just think right now there's a dearth in the decision making. Right now, it's a little bit hard to make decisions because primarily your first goal is always finding the doorway, and then you have to weigh like what do you have access to based on what you found. I wonder if there are other upgrades that could help with that, right? Getting a little bit more information. Maybe you could have like an upgrade that lights up one small section of the map, like a canary in the coal mines type upgrade, so that you can see a little bit of the map at the start. So if it spots the upgrade right away, you can, if it spots oil, you can make it your way towards the oil while scouting out the area behind you. Additionally, you could like have torches that it's like, as you drill, you'll like leave torches behind occasionally so that you can like light the path up behind you. Basically just more upgrades that give you the ability to make interesting decisions would be cool. Because right now I do feel quite limited in the decisions I can make. It takes some time to get to the interesting decisions. And even like in the shop where like buying upgrades is like a place where you can make interesting decisions, I don't have the money to do that. So the decision making is all about when do you pop your oil, and how much of the expensive ore do you mine before you go to the next floor? And when you have to go through so many floors before you can get to the next shop, and the placement of the doorway is totally random. So if you get unlucky and you spend more time mining resources, you will just like not be able to find the doorway. Means the decision making is almost always to just book it to the next floor, unless you get really lucky with the gate spawns, right? A sonar that shows where interesting stuff is, but not what they are. Yeah, like a sonar could be cool. So that you can, it's like, hey, there's points of interest here. And then if you get to it and it's a skull, that sucks. If it's an oil, at least you found some oil. And if it's the doorway, you found the doorway, you know? Hello, man. 5th stream, waiting 5 minutes of your time to try out my simple game, Square Defense. I really, really wish for my game to be played. I think I've said it before, Zlodu, but when people ask for their game to be played, I have to delay it. Otherwise, I incentivize chat to just become people asking for their game to be played. There are a lot of people waiting in line, and a lot of people have been waiting for a long time. So it does take a long time to get to the games. That is just the unfortunate reality of how many people have entered for their game to be played. But yeah. Okay. That being said, I think that you've done a good job balancing these mechanics to make some interesting decisions, but there's just like a little bit too much randomness for me to feel the joy of making those decisions. And it's really easy for my run to get cut short because I kind of got like an unlucky seed or whatever. But overall, I think that for your goals, I think this works pretty well. I would just lean into those mechanics that give the player more opportunity to make decisions about when I have explained how I pick over and over again, Zlodu. If you haven't clued in to how I'm picking yet, then unfortunately, there's nothing I can do for you. I've already explained it. But yeah, so I think giving more options for how you can let the player make decisions is really the way to go. Maybe you could start with smaller maps. But even that's a little bit tough. Yeah, maybe there are more mechanics you could add. More mechanics that you could sprinkle throughout the levels. Can you play Fortnite? More mechanics that you could sprinkle throughout the levels as you get later and later to increase the complexity. But then you also run into the issue where it's like, once you get like a really high score and have made it really far, it's like frustrating to have to restart because you're going to have to like make it all the way up there again. Yeah, I think that this is a really cool base, but it just feels like I don't have the opportunity to make the decisions I want to, which makes me really think about how you can increase that decision space. And I think like we talked about a little bit, sonars and stuff. Additionally, I wonder if there's something that can be done. I was thinking about like enemies or other ideas, but I think those just complicate the core gameplay loop of mining. So I really think that's where the key is, making that core gameplay loop have more of those micro decisions. Like I think I was doing it quite a bit when I got to the later levels in my second playthrough. I think it was my second playthrough. Where I was like, oh, I need to get the oil, pop the oil before I grab another one. I need to take this path through so I can spot the gate, and then I need to grab some money so that I can buy the next upgrade. But then at the end, once I was running out of time, it just became a mad dash to try to find a gate. And I do think that mad dash to find a gate is a pretty interesting moment, but I don't have that much control over what resources I can use. It's mostly once you're running low on time, it's hoping you get lucky enough to spot the gate. And I think that's where it really falls apart. I think that's where the issue shows up, where I don't have the ability to make risky decisions or like go for a strategy to find the gate. I just have to hope I luck into it. And I think that's where the game loses me a little bit. And that's where having those other abilities like sonar and stuff can help me to avoid those sort of situations, you know? But yeah, overall, I think you did a really good job, especially because I think you explicitly said that your goal. Yeah, this is the NES Jam. So this is a game that has to like work on the NES, right? Yeah, that capture the classic look and feel of the Nintendo Entertainment System. I think for that goal, it works quite well. But how could you expand it to, support a little bit more, like, because you have such a limited amount of light, it's really hard to get to the gate unless you get like lucky spawns. And I think to add a lantern upgrade that actually makes it smaller.
even if the sonar didn't tell you exactly where stuff was, it was just pinged when you got near something. Yeah. Like right now you have the light that lets you actually see. Maybe a sonar upgrade that gives you like not pure vision, but gives you like, shows you hotspots. So like, you know, if you were the limited vision, like imagining, okay, that one I'm right next to the gate. Like imagining the limiting vision only goes to these 9 tiles. If it showed that there was something glowing right here, that would be cool. So I think that like, yeah, I think that's the kind of things you would want to think about. What are the things you can add to make it so that you have more opportunities to make interesting decisions? But cool. All right. With that, I think I'm going to end the stream there because I don't have the mental energy to get into another feedback session. I was already losing steam on Bubba's game there. And also, I want to go catch some sobbles. So talk to y'all later. Thanks for hanging out. Peace out.